Hello. It is good to be here today. I think, as always, we have some great matches lined up. I think we have about 7 matches today. Yeah, so yeah, and hello, Soul. Can we get your thoughts on this?
I am very excited for our stream today, despite the mentioned number, which is insinuated by my dear friend Symes here. Thank you for letting me know how many matches we had for today's stream. I appreciate you so much.
Yup. I mean, that's what I'm here for.
The number 7 is a lucky number, guys. Just letting you. Shade Man from Mega Man 7. Oh. All right. Oh man. For those who do not know, 7 is a very lucky number in which a 5% chance your base just does 7 hits instead of 8. Well, lucky you to get that 5%, right? That's such a low odds.
I mean, it is lucky because it could be even worse, and you could get 6 hits instead.
Yeah, but 6 is like what, a 1%, 0.1%? It's not even like a real.
Yeah, it's like 0.5 or something.
Speaking of playerzero, in chat right now, playerzero with the audacity. Oh wait, 5% is a low odds question mark? Oh, get him out. Get him out. 5% is a low odds, yes.
So, Soul, we're just saluting you.
Salute. Who we got up first, Salad? Please take us away.
Yeah, so yeah. Apparently yeah, so going into the bracket, the first seed is HonorNite, then me, then Thiago, then Salad, then playerzero, then ChinaTV, and Ricochet.
Ooh, Ricochet, nice. Isn't this like their first blood moon, actually?
Yeah, it's both Cha and Ricochet's first blood moon. And so it's very impressive that they've reached the top 8 here.
Oh, nice. I think you have been. But I hope. Oh. Wow. Well, they hear you now.
Salad. Am I right?
Hello, my fans! Welcome to New Moon 2023 Cycle 12 Blood Moon 3 second stream. This is the top cut coverage. We're going to be covering the winner's side today with our casters SoulXCross and Symes. Okay, so this is the results of the round robin from the last 2 weeks, and it's updated from last stream because we played out the final matches after the stream, which affected the placements. So, as Symes so helpfully notified us, yes, first seed is HonorNite. He made it in. First seed as Plug My Sword. Second is Symes. Third is Thiago. Fifth is our favorite criminal playerzero. 6 is Cha. 7 is ChinaTV, and 8 is Ricochet. Oh!
It's safe to say that Salad has ascended to the next level. She's no longer an ordinary super salad anymore.
I just want you to know when I'm doing this, my eyes are completely closed.
Is
My face is completely
Salad
stretched up.
Super Salad 2 now?
Whoa! So today, for the first time, we have Cha and Ricochet in Top Cut, and this is their first time playing in Blood Moon as well. I think they've only joined a few cycles before this in some of the side tournaments we've had over the summer. So yeah, new blood is real. Who are you gonna root for? It's not playerzero. Don't root for playerzero. We hate playerzero.
No bias, but I'm gonna root for that Symes guy. I think he has a cool Gregar build.
Yeah, I feel like he really brought something to the table this week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but no bias.
No bias, of course, no bias. I'm actually particularly interested in seeing Ricochet and Cha's run. That sounds really interesting.
I know why you're interested in seeing their runs.
What? No. What? Salad. Who was our first round players actually?
It is HonorNite and Ricochet.
Okay, wait, so I wanted to clear up the thing from last stream because apparently I said some fake news. So who was it that was Thiago's fan? Was it Cha or was it Ricochet? I'm so confused.
Both. Both.
Okay.
It was Ricochet.
Okay, so it was Ricochet, but
I'm pretty sure it was Cha actually.
What? No, okay, are we getting, is this gaslighting? I actually want to set it straight. I'm like so confused. Like I read that entire thing in tournament chat with like my hands over my mouth, and I was like, what's going on?
I also think it was also playerzero.
I think it was actually part 2.
Oh. Yeah, I believe it was part 2. Probably, right. Okay, so with that, let's see. Also, for the record, I didn't have myself muted. It wasn't that mistake. It was just the OPS setup just completely knocked out my USB headset. It just didn't register it. Anyway. Okay, there we go. What?
Are we getting into setups for the first game? Question mark.
No, I'm doing the bracket first. So we're gonna have HonorNite versus Ricochet. We're gonna have Salad versus playerzero. We're gonna have Symes versus ChinaTV, and we're gonna have Thiago versus Cha. Okay, and with that, yeah, Cha, Thiago's biggest fan. With that, let's go into setups. We are in setups for Ricochet versus HonorNite. Okay, let's go.
Are we not all Thiago fans?
I thought we all were Thiago fans.
Yeah, but like, you know, like you're either a fan or you're a real fan, and the real ones say in tournament chat that they can't wait to get bodied by Thiago.
So true.
For a second, I thought you were gonna say you're either a fan or a hater.
Why would I say that?
I don't know.
Anyways, you're either a fan or a win. We all know that.
Wow. Thanks for that one, playerzero.
Anyway, we're in here with the setups. Let's go ahead and get this show started. Let's start off looking at Ricochet's build. Obviously, there are some really impressive chips in here. Some very uncommon chips, namely 3x Barrier 100 and even Heatman SP. With a Summon Black on code, which is really cool because we do see Humor in here. So a Humor Summon Black 2 would do approximately 400 damage. More if you're in a Tengu Cross, of course. It's quite interesting to see that here, but we also have the Summon Black 3, 2 of those things actually, all locked in with the Z code engine as well. Very interesting build overall. What are your thoughts?
It almost reminds me of a Planet Man setup in patch cards with the Humor Summon Blacks. Only instead of being Planet Man and having the crack shot buster, we see the triple shot, 2 triple shots, one of them tagged with the Summon Black 3. I think actually in all the way back in Reverse Weakness, I ran something similar, but it was on Gregar instead of Balzar. But Yeah, definitely very good, especially for punishing Tengu.
Yeah, it's also especially interesting because you can get the triple shot to paralyze if you're in SoulXCross and you hold the A button to chip charge it. It's not necessarily the most valuable like paralysis in the game. It does hinder your opponent's movement for a moment. And plus triple shot already always didn't cause flashing. But being able to immobilize your opponent even momentarily can sometimes prove to be very advantageous, especially if they're in the middle of a charge or trying to release it. There's a lot of value to that battle chip in general. There's also a lot of value stocked into this Navi cast. Have so many good programs here, but the humor is what sticks out to me the most. Also being able to stick on such valuable programs like Rush, Super Armor, and Custom 1 in the center. But there is one massive glaring weakness to this build that I can definitely point out to. What do you think it is, Symes?
Is it the fact that they do kind of have a nasty anti-synergy where their own triple shots will block their fish anomaly?
Very true. That's definitely one of them, but I was more so leaning towards the no shirt, no service policy in this establishment that we have.
I mean, they got all these other nice programs instead. There's just really no room for it.
Yeah,
especially since they're playing the double fast gauge. I think it's actually not the worst thing to not have shirt. They've also got a lot of defense. They've got the 3 barrier 100s, a barrier 200, life aura, and I mean it's life aura. Everyone has that, right?
Right.
And also even the sanctuary, and also 3 invis and 3 anti-damage. So that's actually like a lot of defense. So yeah, when you have that much defense, I'd say that more than makes up for not having a shirt.
Now, conversely, looking over at HonorNite's side, this is the usual cust with a lot of great value tucked into there. Custom 2 with the air shoes. Something you don't usually commonly see with a build for Gregar, but it comes at the cost of having 1500 HP, which is still a really healthy amount of HP in this format. It's just not as chunky as we have been used to seeing recently, but that's completely fine, especially since we have 2 Recover 300s in the folder as well, and a Barrier 200, of course, alongside Life Aura. So that is a decent chunk of defenses and HP that you have at your disposal. So that will definitely pay dividends for HonorNite in this round. But what we especially see is the 5 copies of Area Grab and the 2 copies of Panel Grab, which will enable the Bug Riser Sword win condition, which changes your charge shot into a 3x3 sword swiping life sword that's purple.
It is a 2x3.
2x3, that's what I said.
I thought you said 3x3.
No, I said 2x3. A 2x3 slicing saw that does 200 damage per slice.
You know, it'd be pretty good.
What would be pretty good?
If BRS was a 7x3 and hit the entire field.
We're gonna be here all day. All right. This is a pretty standard build from HonorNite. Some key takeaways is gonna be that anti-Navi to steal Heatman SP or Erase Man for himself, or any of the other powerful chips in that folder. Those are really, really powerful megas to go ahead and steal. And of course, the double Wind Whack, which is pretty staple for most Gregar players, especially since we don't have Wind on command, like our dear beloved counterpart Falzar and their Tengu Cross. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on those to see how he utilizes those tools.
I think a big part of the anti-Navi is to deny judgment books. Although Gadon could also work for that purpose, but I think in this case, because anti-Navi just has a lot of other utility.
Now, denying the judgment books means you can keep the area that you've so graciously taken. Well, I guess that isn't too gracious now, is it? But it does allow HonorNite to maintain area control and pressure, which would be very useful for a build in general. And honestly, that's a really good thought about it. Obviously Anti-Navi can steal most mega chips, but stealing Judgment is probably the most key factor here. But not just stealing away chips. If your opponent is keen to what trap you have set up, they can kind of force you into a position where you lose a valuable chip like Life Aura or like Barrier 200 in the TFC by waiting to respond with a safely spaced Judgment or safely spaced Element Man or a mega you're willing to throw away and trade for that Life Aura. So HonorNite's going to have to watch out for that.
It's definitely the biggest weakness of Anti-Navi. You kind of have to play around your own Anti-Navi. And for instance, you might even like to safely use your Bug Rise Sword. You just have to use anti-damage to overwrite your own Anti-Navi or something beforehand. But yeah, we'll have to see. I'm not sure if I'm sure Ricochet is probably aware of that, so we'll have to see if that comes into play.
All right, that being said, I think the combatants have been set, and it's now time to see who will win this net battle.
Okay, we're in.
All right, starting off with 2 of these Barrier 100s in hand. No invisible though, so... Oh wait, your opponent doesn't have rush, so we don't even have to bait that. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I do think one thing worth mentioning actually is that I believe Ricochet did win their matchup in the round robin stage. So we'll have to see if HonorNite is able to turn that around here in Top Cut.
Now, it's going to be interesting how people utilize the field to their advantage, right? The entire game is to keep that holy panel as long as possible, but trying to remove your opponents, right? I don't think Ricochet necessarily has a way to do that in this opening hand. They do have that triple shot, which will clear out that frontmost row. But if they had drawn something like an area grab and that triple shot, it would have been a very easy way to take out that pesky holy panel. All right, yeah. There we go.
I mean, they do have this this cross here that has a chance of removing it for free, but we see HonorNite as avoiding that panel. Also, I believe that looks like he might already have the Anti-Navi up, because it looks like he just got hit by a Charles, and the trap didn't rock.
All right, early beast out for HonorNite here. Gonna see what he gets out of this. It's gonna be a decent amount of value, but that Barrier 100 will block this very powerful mega here. Not taking a D-Cross and 400 damages for that. Ooh, that was a really, really great use of a Barrier 100 there. But now, going for the chip charge here. Oh, Erase Man gonna whiff here because of the Anti-Navi. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, so we'll have to see what Ricochet. This Summon Black 2 would be enough to clear out this Life Aura. Actually, sending all of that to the back of his folder, including the Barrier 200 and Erase Man SP, saving that for the end of the round. And possibly digging for some of their other chips.
You know, I kind of like this idea of going for a Barrier 100 here. It's been working really well for Ricochet so far, being able to protect Dust for as long as possible. But, you know, without a hub badge, sometimes it's kind of unclear what you're really digging for. Maybe just trying to find the Summon Blacks and Summon Black 2, hoping to get rid of this cross eventually and return to that humor strategy that you kind of want to abuse. At one point, it is kind of profitable to even get rid of Dust at some point, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised we're seeing HonorNite stay in elect here instead of opting to go for erase.
Being able to break the panels is pretty strong, right? And now you're going to be able to just kind of force Ricochet into position out of this area, but Summon Black will deal with that life aura.
Yeah, and so HonorNite has now used his first slow gauge, which means now Ricochet can win the gauge war.
Nice. He-Man will make the mark as well. A nice conversion here. Oh, gets slapped up by the wind rack though.
Oh, and there he is. But yeah, definitely with all these cracked and broken panels, definitely makes sense to cycle base and anomaly to the back of the folder.
Actually, I really like that HonorNite has been staying with Elect Beast, utilizing that Beast charge to deny Ricochet the opportunity to go for Sanctuary early on. Now, this allows HonorNite to do one of two things: check Sanctuary if it comes into play early, or it allows him to go ahead and find Element Man or some other Navi. Oh, dodging that is so key. A life aura now comes up, might block a potential second one, but does he have another? He does not, but Erase Man does land the mark. I'd rather take a ×2 from Erase Man here rather than a ×2 from those pesky Erase Tail arrows.
Yeah, it is actually, it's only 140 damage less, I think. Because there's the plus 30 on Erase Man, so that was 300, and the tail arrows 440, but yeah, ooh, that seemed pretty rough for HonorNite. I think he meant to chip charge that.
Yeah, I think so as well. But this is fortunate for Ricochet in this position, right? Now you have access to your humor strategy, which you can utilize to its full potential when you have powerful chips like Summon Black in your hand.
Yeah, definitely. Humor ×2 Summon Black 3 hits for 520, so that really is no joke. And ooh, HonorNite going for slash here, but Ricochet holding on to this grab revenge. Ooh, avoids the Judgment SP. And ooh. Yeah, getting huge value from this grab revenge because HonorNite also used the panel grab.
Excellent patience, missing out on the ×2 when the rage first appeared. Man, the profit that he was able to get out of getting rid of those panels, and oh man, it was just a very good play for Ricochet.
Yeah, ooh. So the second slow gauge comes out here right away. But oh, that's very unfortunate for HonorNite. They have the second fast gauge in their hand. They've now cycled all the way back to their Erase Bad SP at Barrier 200, and actually a ×2 Erase Bad SP would be enough to end it here.
Yeah, it sure would be more than enough, actually. But nailing down that connection is what's going to be difficult here. You got to line that up. Hopefully your opponent is in the range that you're looking for, right? Maybe HonorNite tries to camp forward, maybe gain area control. Once again, that is his win con after all. And if you can time it just right, just before they reach a holy panel, you can still get that maximum damage. However, we do know the rage from this does not last that long. So everything has to work out very well for Ricochet here. Oh, Barrier 200, that's exactly what HonorNite needed to mount a comeback here. Element Man coming into play just as I have predicted. Gonna get rid of all these panels here. Erase Man is still in hand.
Ooh.
Narrowly dodging a Judgment here. Excellent for Ricochet. But now we have to deal. Oh no!
Well, this isn't. Yeah, they at least destroy the span.
Man, that's just overkill for a fan, but protecting the area, if that's a forward movement, it wasn't. It was a step back. That's not what you wanted here.
We are still in a fast gauge here. And yeah, let's see. They do have the Judgment and Wind Rack, and actually HonorNite's anti-Navi is long gone in this round, so this is safe to just go for the Judge Man into Wind Rack into area grab, yeah. Or going for the Wind Rack first, actually.
You know, I'm not too upset with Judge Man first, but I think Wind Rack first does make some sense. That's unfortunate. Should have stepped forward there.
See, that is why you don't go for the Wind Rack first.
This is still profitable here, but now you have to play the mind games.
Oh, there is base. So the question here is, what defense does HonorNite have left to deal with this?
I'm completely unsure. Maybe there's an anti-damage or an invis in HonorNite's hand, but I gotta say, going into a beast right now does not seem like the play to me. You kind of want to use that full synchro, go for this base, and try to land as much damage as you can.
Have we seen the recovs come out for HonorNite yet? But let's see, we are on turn 8, but this is going to be in fast gauge for the rest of this round.
Another area grab coming down for HonorNite here, gonna be able to lock down a decent amount of area.
HonorNite could cross out here to preserve this anti-damage, but giving up slash could be pretty rough, so let's see.
I mean, it's only considerable if we did draw that Bug Riser sword, right? We can then change cross, so we gotta see a Bug Riser sword coming up right now. Oh no, okay, trying to utilize the charge shot on this grass conversion. I see, that's a very, very smart play.
Yeah, unfortunately, no Buster Bug for HonorNite here, so he can't just pop this anti-damage for free. Okay, now actually both players being very patient.
I think he is very well aware.
Oh,
Can't stop it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent amount of damage. But are you gonna have enough time? No. Okay, there goes the anti-damage here. HonorNite needs another grab, but there's no more chips in Ricochet's folder.
yeah, so kid does HonorNite? Yeah, does he have another grab left and also a Bug Rise sword? It's turn 12 already.
Oh, excellent mix. HonorNite playing the footsies game really well here, going in, dodging these charge shots coming from Ricochet, but also leading Ricochet into charge shots of his own. This is a very close match.
He's out of time. And considering he used the recovs, yeah, this is Ricochet's game, I think.
Wow, and it comes down to damage judge already. This is only round 1. Let's see who wins it.
Yeah, I think this is Ricochet by, yep.
Oh.
So, yeah, the problem, this is a pretty rough for HonorNite, like, to deal with all these barrier 100s, because, like, that is a lot of defense that the BRS would have to eat through. Especially in a gauge war situation.
Absolutely. Think about how much value Ricochet got out of those barriers in the first round. Blocking the Erase Man, blocking another charge shot or two from HonorNite. It's just been pulling so much into Ricochet's favor, defensively at least, allowing Ricochet the opportunity to mount some kind of damage lead onto HonorNite's side of the field. I do gotta say, I wish the utilization of the Hero Batch was a little bit more on point, missing out on a huge ×2 summon black earlier on, but still gotta say, a lot of pressure being put on by Ricochet, and he has the lead, so we're gonna see how far it takes him. Element going for ice.
This is actually pretty unlucky for Ricochet, by the way. They've got this color bug blind 2 rounds in a row.
Oh, the defense is there for HonorNite. This time not taking 260 damage, but excellent movement from Ricochet, just trying to space that out. Loses the barrier though, accidentally stepping into a anti-damage. Oh man, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, and yeah, it looks like they're just going for more defense here instead of going for this triple shot summon black. And it looks like they're considering going into whether to go into dust or stay in a base man.
I do like the idea of going for the summon black here because we already saw 2 defenses out of HonorNite in this first turn. Is it likely that he has a third in hand to prevent that much damage? I kind of doubt it. Area grab does come down. This is going to be a really tough position.
Ooh.
Oh, just barely missing the erase man here.
Yeah, and now, yeah, Ricochet can put down this invis, and this should just about get them through the rest of this turn.
Ricochet going for those charge shots, or rather those blanketed shots, in order to try and get rid of an anti-damage here, not quite getting it, only getting the Buster Jams instead of the Buster procs that he needed.
Yeah, and this is kind of rough here. But yeah, are they gonna just go ahead and use this regged fast gauge, or let's see, it could be a pretty rough turn if HonorNite decides to go for slow gauge, but they do have this Sanctuary, which would obviously cut the /cross DPS in half.
I like the idea of maybe going for your damaging plays and sticking fast gauge in at the end. Maybe after you get the second summon black. Like, I probably wouldn't even bring the slow gauge. I mean, not slow gauge, the Sanctuary here. But it could also be very valuable for denying damage. We don't know if HonorNite's going to go ahead and drop a slow gauge this upcoming turn.
Yeah, I mean, HonorNite might, this round, he might want to hold on to his slow gauges, because it seemed like him just going for the slow gauge first really didn't work out for him in the last round. Ooh, and wow, going into charge. Yeah, actually,
Oh no! Oh, just barely missing that there.
Yeah, I really...
Oh wait, that's anti-navi confirmed, okay.
Oh, but the middle
back row. Oh, that's a really bad position to be in right now.
I mean, is it their faults? Are they can just go with dust? The only threat is if HonorNite has Erase Man SP. He already used his Erase Man V1. Actually, are they gonna not even go dust?
I think you kind of have to. Like, it's kind of... You're predicting this Erase Man, right? ×2, but you have Sanctuary and getting rid... You know what? It's possible that HonorNite gets the movement and actually locks down the ×2 before you even get the B left, right? So instead of playing that mind game, I guess Ricochet's resigning the fact that, hey, you might have this and I don't have a barrier for defense. I'm not going to allow myself to get countered in this way. I'd rather stick it out since I have the Sanctuary panels, right? I have the will to take whatever damage you just now. And if HonorNite makes the mistake of bringing that Erase Man SP with him, then he's going to have to...
Oh, wow. They get the timing right at the startup of Charge Tackle. And actually, yeah, compared to back row fanfare, I mean, I guess the back row fan isn't actually really, like...
As problematic?
Yeah, it's not the end of the world.
Well, as we can see here, it looks like HonorNite didn't go for the Erase Man at all, actually. So it's even more of a possibility that HonorNite brings it into this round. Now, every round you progressively decide not to bring dust, that means you're losing momentum, right? Is HonorNite going to hold on to it? He is the kind of player that will camp a battle chip waiting for his opportunity to use it and profit off of it, right? So... Oh, but we did find a barrier. I think that's what we were looking for. Ricochet waiting for the resources to make it a safe play. I think leading barrier is definitely what you want to do here because you're scared of the Erase Man. Following up with any defenses is fine. Maybe going for a couple of area grabs is also fine here. But definitely starting off that barrier is what we needed. And now that we found it, we can safely traverse around the Erase Man that is surely in his head right now. Okay, slow gauge, just come down. That's Justman. Okay, no, Justman can't be in the same hand as Erase Man K, so it's definitely not a follow-up. Okay, preserving the anti-damage.
Yep, double area grab TFC.
Oh, nice.
Does land the fan.
Wait a minute, did you notice that the fan turned into a wind box? It was beige.
Yeah, that's objects like are just their default version for some reason.
Interesting, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I think the same thing happens with the Dustman chip.
Okay, not bad, not bad. I do like the options that we have in hand. Going for Tengu isn't necessarily an awful play, especially since you have base anomaly, but you don't want to risk a slash cross or a bug riser sword into the next turn, right? So it's a pretty tough call. Is there Judgment? Okay, we do have Judgment and the Wind Rack. I think that's a no-brainer at this point. You kind of want to lead with the Judgment or the Wind Rack, go for that damage, and then get your panels back. That seems like the best course of action here.
Although, is this still an anti-navi up?
It is anti-navi, you are right.
Oh, they could have TFC'd the Judgment there actually to make him lose the barrier 200.
I think they valued actually getting panels back here, but they're not going to get them back at all now.
Oh,
that's even better. Wow. Oh my gosh. Throwing away the Judgment into a possible 2x D-Cross. That was pretty sick, Ricochet. All right. And now
that's exactly what we were talking about before the set started, that you have to be really careful using anti-navi. And it costs HonorNite the Eraseman SP on SoulXCross. That is pretty rough. Ricochet is actually playing this very well.
Very well navigated. Now, it's very interesting that we have base in hand, not going for it, waiting to get that D-crossed so they can get humor once again. That's kind of what I would be going for as well. In fact, you don't even have to do anything else, right? You have the pressure with your charge shot.
I don't think HonorNite has anything left to D-cross their dust.
Yeah, that's literally it. They'd have to change. Well, you're right.
Ooh, but there comes the BRS. But now Ricochet lining up this Eraseman SP.
Won't be able to get a punish with the charge shot due to the paralysis of Judgment. In fact, HonorNite will get out of the paralysis state earlier. Judgment has a longer stun time. Oh. Did you just see what just happened?
Yeah.
He tried to buffer the anti-damage with the B left, yo. Hey, yo, hold on. That's sick. I mean, it didn't work out the way he wanted, but that was interesting. If you could slightly delay the amount of time, I guess it doesn't matter in this context, right? It's not like they can wind up another attacker right after. But that's interesting. I never even thought of doing something like that. Okay, this is an interesting take on this hand. You definitely want this area back, but we need more tools to scare our opponent out of wanting to be in SoulXCross. Oh no, they're in charge. Not in SoulXCross. And they don't need it either because they have, okay. But at least going here, you can get the double damage on one of these charge shots, and that's gonna whiff.
Yeah, and also the D-Cross would interrupt one of the BRS charges.
Oh my gosh, yes, that's an excellent play.
Oh,
waiting for the charge shot.
Oh no.
Not the life for it, that was huge.
Yeah, I think apparently that might have been like by some rollback, but apparently like HonorNite was only playing with a delay for...
Yeah, HonorNite said that was rollback. He didn't mean to TFC that like that.
So now
that's huge. that should be game. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 HP and a dream and a slow game chain. Yeah, that's definitely over. Dang, how unfortunate. Definitely needed that life orb to stick in order to get this game, but the rollback costing you the game there, that's so unfortunate.
Yeah, that is a very cursed ending for HonorNite. Ricochet was playing very well, and will be moving on.
Very well played from both players, but it's time to see who we have up next. Let's see who we got.
1 second. Yeah, that's the weird thing about Battle Network, right? You have to have really, really, really good Twitch reactions, but also you have to be able to hold your reaction time as well because of how TFCs work. So you have to be both really patient and think everything through, but also be able to react to such fast-paced gameplay at any time. Obviously, that was a rollback moment, though. Ricochet is playing from the Middle East, and that's actually pretty cool because before we had Tango, it was basically impossible for VBA Link to support a connection from there to most of the other regions, just from the quality of the line and the distance. But they are really blasting off here of the start. I had to check if I was muted. I'm not, right? And Discord?
No.
Okay,
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, yours is not talking. Okay, just to make sure. All right, okay, well, now let's go into setup. Gregor guy says 1 less dog in a race, but I think this top cut is 5 Gregor, 3 Bowser. This is a lot of Gregor. Okay, we're in setups now?
I think it must be 4 and 4.
Yeah, I think it's 4. No, I think 5-3 is correct. Actually, I don't even know.
No,
It's 5-3. Is it?
No, because Thiago, Ricochet, playerzero, and Salad are all Falsar.
Wait. Oh, you're right. Okay, yeah, I can't count. Okay, we have a 50-50 split. Okay.
Yeah, it's perfectly balanced, as all things should be.
Indeed. All right, let's get into these setups though. Looking over here, we have veterans in their own rights, really explosive players defensively, offensively, and luckily. We have Salad versus playerzero here. Let's look over at playerzero's side of things. Playerzero playing the notoriously powerful Meteor Knuckle as their Giga. Actually, both of them are. But this is a bit of a hodgepodge kind of folder at first glance. We have a lot of damage and a lot of crazy explosive tools, especially when you play 2 Geddons in the folder alongside that White Capsule Super Vulcan combo, which can do a devastating amount of damage. Muramasa and Neo Variable to prove that he is in fact the master of all blades. playerzero's folder is nothing to scoff at.
Yeah, the way I've heard it described is it's basically just all these just unga bunga-ing all these super high damage options out. He says it is can he be banned from the chat already? A random mixture of chips. Yeah, okay.
A random. He picked up a draw, did some drafting, and found these in his draft and was like, all right, yeah, I'll play these. And entered the tournament with it. Is that what you're telling us, PZ? You drafted? He likes his chips with fish. We're not talking about PZ anymore. Let's talk about a better player. Let's talk about Salad.
Yeah, yeah, Salad's playing the this isn't the Burger King cust, but this is still this is like the blue cust. We got the 2 cust plus 1s, the charge max, and shield.
You know, I'm gonna call this the wave crust because it looks like a wave crashing over some yellow land.
That's so poetic.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it kind of looks like that famous wood etching.
Japanese drawing?
Yeah.
Yes, that's exactly what I see.
Yeah.
I like that. But yeah, this is a very powerful build that Salad has built here. We have the Risky Honey 3As, which work fantastically well as defensive tools under a fast cage setting. So it looks like we're going to be trying to get this game. It's not necessarily stall, but it's a very high-paced matchup that will try to push playerzero into a damage judge situation while she controls the board with movement and obviously debilitating chips like Elect Pulse 2 Windrat combos. It's going to be a very explosive match, especially since I do not see a slow gauge from playerzero side, opting to just let the opponent control the gauges if they have it and play accordingly.
Yeah, this does it compared to the previous fast gauge folder we saw from Ricochet. This actually has a lot less defense, although depending on if you count the Risky Honey 3, since that's both offense and defense. But
you know, I just have it's interesting when you see players opt to take less defense overall, kind of like how Neryth opts to just not play defense at all. We do see 2 invisible and 2 copies of anti-damage in playerzero build instead of the typical 3 and 3. This allows playerzero to play more other, like, different kinds of defensive options like anti-sword or anti-navi, and then also allows playerzero to be a bit more flexible with how their build works with, like, double getting, for instance, right? It's kind of interesting when you see people build in this kind of style.
yeah, for sure. We'll have to see how Salad's able to manage her defenses and if she's able to survive all the damage that this folder of apparently random chips will dish out.
Yeah, I wonder if Salad will lose to a draft pick. That'd be pretty rough, right? Just a shuffled random hodgepodge of chips into one folder, and you take them.
Yeah, but we've seen playerzero just gets away with playing anything.
True.
Because of his luck, right? Like we've seen him play like Giga 4 and just God hand people.
I mean, no, I'm still not impressed. This is not spicy enough. I don't think this would be Shadow or Marvino approved.
Wow.
Well, the thing is like they're doing something brave. playerzero is just doing something cheesy, right? He's just hoping to cheese you with all of his stuff.
Yeah, that is the big difference. I mean, you can have good spicy cheese, but this ain't it.
Okay, it seems like playerzero is saying he generally used this as a test folder and then signed up with it. It's not necessarily a random bag of shit. Obviously, it's not. We're not saying that. He's just shuffled up a deck of cards and just drew 30. That'd be pretty intense.
Earlier said it was a random mixture of chips.
His words, not ours. Anyway, let's get into the play.
Yeah, Rubber Band Man said something. If you're reading the JoJo manga, yep, you know exactly what he's talking about.
Also, as the people in chat are saying, let's hope Salad remembers to use shield in this match.
So true.
Haha, yeah. Haha, that's so funny. Okay, so are we ready to get into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, we're in.
All right, not a bad hand to start off with here, actually. I love that we have the Spoutman damage early on, and then we can else Element Man at the tail end of a play. Not necessarily have to, though. I think taking just the Aquaman, well, yeah, there you go, is exactly what you can do for this move. Okay, not valuing the area grab. Oh, valuing anti-navi instead. Gonna do the damage instead of Salad here. How unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, in the last game, we saw how anti-navi can backfire, like what happened to Honor.
Turn 1 uninstall. Oh, turn 1 uninstall. Steal away though. Really powerful baby SP chip. It's a pretty good turn, playerzero. It's a pretty good turn.
Yeah, I mean, we in the last game we saw how anti-navi can backfire, but here we've already seen the reason why anti-navi is usually worth that risk. And ooh, blocking this element man with life aura, but is Salad gonna go for the double life sword here? No. Ooh, beat.
Wow. Did Salad actually get the inputs on this? I'm very curious. No, that was very difficult. That was very difficult. All the interactions that was happening on screen kind of messing up the inputs for that Neo variable, unfortunately causing Salad to mess that one up there. That's very difficult to hit, by the way. I've only ever seen Marvino lock down that input after TFCs, and maybe one time I saw playerzero do it, but that is extremely hard to do.
Yeah, that is one of the counter plays to Neo Very. But Salad thankfully does have 3 wind racks to go with the Elect Balls 2s in this folder. So, oh! Wow. Wow.
Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Just all the damage. All of the damage. This is why we don't like playerzero. This is why.
Right before our match, what he said was, I'm just gonna assume Salad has bad luck, and so what he meant was he's just gonna face for all of his Bungan chips as soon as he gets them.
I mean, if you don't have the defense for my damage, I'm just gonna do the damage, right? Like, I'm just pressing A button. If you got it, you got it. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Unfortunate. Wow. And we just see playerzero face rolling his keyboard right now and doing a maximum output of damage here. This is only what, turn 4? There it is. Wow. And already such a sizable life lead. I love this turn very much from Salad. Excellent decision. Trying to recompose here. End the turn early. So smart. Now we can reactively go for this beast out and immediately move out of the range for this Gundal Soul that would have actually completely ended the game. That full cust turn was incredibly important for Salad just now. That was really well played.
Yeah.
Wow.
Look at this HP difference, and Salad has no recovs. So it's still going to be very hard to bring this one back.
Oh, absolutely it will be. Element SP making the mark. You do have a small grace period of flashing, but the flinch will delay some of that precious time off of that custom. Going for the counter hit. Got it. Now, what do? Is it the bees? I feel like the bees is the right answer. You have ×2 on it, but you want to wait for an opportunity to try and block something, right? It's a tough decision to make, but it's one that has to be done. You only have so much HP. You kind of got to throw as much damage out there as you possibly can. Oh, that's a really... Oh, okay, that wasn't what it was supposed to... Oh! That was game 1. There's not much to say about it, folks. PZ ending it with rapid fire fashion. Super Vulcan with that very, very powerful white capsule attached to it, locking you down for a maximum amount of damage. That was just brutal. Brutal. Excellent movement. Oh my, that was clean movement.
Yeah, but unfortunately, still doesn't get the cubes.
Wow. You know what? I think the trade is well worth for Salad, right? Because Machine Gun could have been an uninstall again for player zero.
Probably was actually
That
because
was
I think
uninstalled. It's the only
because
chip he
that's
has.
the only. Well, that and the wind rack, but yeah, because no other L code chips to go with it this time.
It was so important to dodge that to make sure you can not get uninstalled. Keep your cross.
Oh, collision glitch. Let's go. Oh wow, and actually Dust Beast charging through the ice.
Wow, that was so nice. That Dust Beast was very crucial. Not taking the damage, but will take damage on Wake Up though. So it's gonna be a little tricky.
I wonder if he's probably gonna go for like an erased man or something to follow up. Okay, both players now in Beast out. Oh, and Beat comes out.
Oh, I know Salad loves to see that bird right now. Oh, dodging the judgment, which means player zero probably has something pretty sinister. Afterwards, it was the Super Vulcan and a cube at the very end of that. That was insane damage. That was what, 500, 100? Is it 200 damage from the cube? It is. Yeah, that was 700 damage right there.
I think actually the worst part of that was that that ended up wasting that entire Beast turn for Salad, and now she's already on her
Oh,
yeah, so
that's
Salad's already out of Beast turns now. And when you're playing a Beast Rush folder, yeah, this is not a great situation.
Salad deciding to go into Tengu. I cannot stress enough how wildly unsafe this can be. Player zero plays not only Muramasa, but Neo Variable in this build. A Neo Variable times 2 lives, double life sword would be literally the end for Salad here. Well, not the end, but it's a lot of damage to take, but it looks like he's not going to get punished here, getting away with the grab revenge. Here comes the anti-damage up. Erika also coming down here. Okay, if it's decided that maybe I don't know. Okay, if Player goes into Tengu, then maybe that's anti-sword, right? It very much could be. But it could also be anti-Navi. We don't know what this is. It can't be anti-Navi, right? 100% can't be anti-Navi. Nice. Oh, it's anti-damage. That's not what Salad needed right now. However, the fact that she was decrossed on top of a hole will allow her to move over the other hole panels until they fully deplete or replenish themselves. So this isn't not the worst situation, but it's pretty bad. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is not it. And there's the variable, almost yielded it. Rare 2 hits for player zero here. Is that gonna do damage? It does not. That is the second anti-damage. So we now know that there are no more anti-damages left. Salad going down here, gonna get the area back that she needs and regain that movement. Will break the panel underneath herself though, and that panel as well. So she's gonna be very careful as to what panel she moves on to next. Although there is still the beast out button that can be clicked. So it's not terrible, but it's still too early to beast over here.
That's way too early against 1600 HP.
Yeah. Element coming down, gonna break up panels, I assume, which is the best course of action. Wow. Wow. Okay, you still get damage out of this?
No,
no.
From the other one, yeah. And yeah, both players trapped here, but there's not really much that Salad can do to take advantage of it.
I definitely feel like a Tengu cross is inbound from player zero. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of taking the bees instead here.
Honestly, the worst part of this is not only does Salad not have her beast turns, but she's also now in the tired states. That means you can't even like
Oh no!
Get full synchro.
Oh, this is not what you want to see. The shield value is insane right now. Life for up. Nice. It serves its purpose as the distraction here. Gonna go ahead and prevent player zero from going for charge shots. Instead, prioritizing getting rid of the life aura. That little bit of time is all you need sometimes to make a statement, but this is still really rough for a matchup.
Yeah,
look at that. Eraseman will pierce through both of these defenses just now, but luckily no paralysis due to Tomahawk Cross's ability and status guard.
Yeah, let's see, what turn are we on? This is probably getting pretty close to the end. This is probably like turn 11 or something. Yeah, turn 11. So 4 turns left, but only 3 before they'll probably just both beast over on turn 15.
Salad doing a massive amount of damage with those beasts, and player zero being so smart, backing off, not releasing a charge shot when he didn't need to, not going to get punished by those beasts as badly as it could have been. Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa. Oh man. Wow. That scared the hell out of me.
Oh boy.
Going for the elect, forcing the forward movement here, but Aquaman will do 3 hits, only 1 HP. Have to somehow last through this fast case turn. Can she do it? Oh, she got it. I think it's not punished. That was beautiful. That was insane. Gotta go for the ×2. This is it. This is literally it. Oh, man.
Let's see. So Beast over Neovery is completely random.
Not just a cross slash. Meteor Knuckle in center. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits is being generous, but can you do it? No battleships in hand. The opponent is trapped, but so are you. He can walk forward, go for a charge shot, end the game, even though he cannot claim that top spot, or he can beast over himself. Beasting over would make it very difficult to dodge these feathers right now, and that's gotta be game. Goes for the shield. Just not enough there. Oh man, what a tough game. Wow. Oh man, wow.
I think the Elbow Man's SP was from a single P shot landing and getting the Buster product to pop my anti-damage, so that was really unfortunate.
It's honestly just a testament to how powerful the Bug Buster can be in these kinds of matchups. Like that free 50 damage, whatever the case, the free 10 damage, even if you have 1 attack +1 or 0 attack +1, it's just really good.
Yeah, instantly popping anti-damage. But in these fast gauge matchups too, just a few products can win you the damage judge. I think I could have still won that if I shielded the Neo variable. So I didn't. So I had to. If I shielded the Neo variable and then I TFC the Meteor Knuckle instead. So it was actually really close at the end. It was also potentially maybe winnable if the Beast over did double Life Sword instead, because he wouldn't have been flashing and he would have been in a different position for the Meteor Knuckle. I did get 4 hits there though on center, so that was really random. But the first round, sorry guys, I'll play better next time.
Yeah, the first round was just basically complete face roll, but that second round was definitely pretty tough, and if a few things went differently, it could have gone either way for sure.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
That's the thing, right? Against player zero more than anyone else, it's not a best of 3. Like the first round is just, sorry guys, I'll play better next time. So you only actually get 1 chance to make it.
Yeah.
This is the real reason we went to best of 5 for finals.
Yeah, but so Yeah, playerzero moves on and will now face Ricochet in the next round. Whereas I think in the first round of the losers bracket, it will be Salad versus HonorNite, which is actually super cursed.
Well, I think we're getting to the level of competition where almost every single potential matchup is cursed. In fact, HonorNite was saying that his reward for getting first seed was having to immediately play back-to-back the people that beat him in the round robin. The few people that did. I think just his 2 matches that he lost.
Yeah, maybe he should have lost to Thiago instead and let me keep the first seed.
Toxic. Okay, with that, let's go into setups. 1 second.
All right, Symes versus ChinaTV. This is going to be a very interesting matchup here because we are seeing
just got a Falls Armir, so now we're getting a Greg Armir.
Especially since ChinaTV is using a build that you kind of popularized a while ago, an older build, of course, but well, specifically a Navi-Cuss build, not necessarily the whole build, right?
Yeah, their Navi-Cuss actually could be slightly more optimized because they've only got a 2100 HP. They could have 100 HP more. But yeah, going through the folders, it's pretty interesting. They've got this this M code splash with the Muramasa, but also these 2 tank cannon 3s. They've also got these 3 Z code chips, the Grab Revenge, Sanctuary, and Bubble Wrap. It's interesting that they've got the Grab Revenge in Z instead of Q.
Yeah, I always think it's interesting when you kind of switch up what your Grab Revenge chip is, especially when you're playing Colonel Force. Like, it just is such a no-brainer, quote unquote, to have it alongside Colonel Force because that's the turn you really want to have your area ready, right? And that's kind of when you want to be able to queue in those chips. But the same thing could be said for Sanctuary too, and it's a little bit more ambiguous if you see Sanctuary and Grab Revenge on the same code versus it being on code with Colonel Force, because you kind of want to eliminate as many tells to your opponent for Colonel Force as possible, which is probably why we went for the Grab Revenge C here overall.
Yeah, other than that, it is pretty standard. We've just got only 3 area grabs, which is a little bit low. The Element Man SP, Erase Judge, Element Man, and the Tengu Man, which in a Gregor beer like this checks my erase, but it's also just nice as another life aura removal option. Then moving on to this Symes guys setup, what are your thoughts on that, Soul?
Honestly, I really love this build overall. It has tons of defensive tools, another bit of HP in the form of Recover 300, similar to ChinaTV. I love the W splash for the Barrier 200. And of course, going for the W code instead of K, because you don't necessarily want to lose out on one of these really precious mega chips for Eraseman K. And plus you get 2 magnums out of it for locking down some area or disrupting sanctuary panels, which can be really pivotal at times too, right? So I really like this setup overall, but there's just one glaring problem, and it's something that you brought up to me in DMs before it was talked about anywhere else, and it's the lack of life aura. And I just gotta know what happened here. Not playing life aura in your build is almost unheard of.
Yeah, I was yeah, that was definitely intentional. I totally didn't somehow forget to put it in my folder, and then no one noticed somehow.
You know,
I am definitely not the dumbest person on the server.
Oh, for sure you're not, bro. But it's still like
really. Is life aura not like the most important standard chip?
Yeah. For sure is, right? Like, it's such an important chip to have in your build that everyone needs an answer to it. Like, it has to be dealt with. that's how impactful that chip is to this game. In every game, honestly. The problem with older games though is that it's a mega chip as opposed to just being a standard chip, so that kind of hurts some fluidity. But that being said, it's still such an impactful chip, even in the olden days. Like, people hated Life Aura.
Especially in the older games.
Well, especially.
There's no wind mechanics. You had to use
North wind.
Also, instead of being in U code, they had it in D code for Dream Aura. And you always had like other great chips to use with it in D code instead of it just being like this splash like it is in 6.
In 5, don't you have like Django and then you also have Gigas on top of it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I grabbed
Phoenix
as well. So yeah, you like it just almost every folder.
Everything.
Code support. It's ridiculous. Then in 4, you have it with Duo, which is just by default a ×2 Meteor Knuckle. Yeah. Like, what were they cooking?
Yeah, in some ways, I think it has better RNG than Meteor Knuckle too. Like, it's really a devastating chip, and if any of that is undesirable or somehow like not enough, you could also play 4 copies of Barrier 200 in that game as well. So it is looking really chunky over there in Battlework 5. But over here in Battlework 6, we don't have all of that, thank God, because that'd be horrid. Could you imagine Grab Revenge and Life Aura on the same code? Like, that's a lot. I know it is in 4.5, but for some reason it feels not as bad. I feel like it would be much worse in this format where Beast Jump is involved in all these things. But yeah, man, that'd be a lot. Like, a lot to deal with. Like, this is in U code of all codes, and no one plays U. I have never seen someone just pick up a U code folder and play. You know what I mean? There's barely anything in there like that.
Yeah, I did it once. I was like, because you have I was going for like humor and boosted Air Raid 3U, and it was really funny because I could just do Life Aura into like boosted Air Raid 3, so it was really funny. But yeah.
I was actually thinking about playing U-Code for this one, but then I wouldn't have practiced it at all, so I decided not to.
Interesting.
I just wish Golem hit 2, which is in U-Code. It's so sad that it does 190.
90.
So it just barely can't break Life Aura. Like, why?
Play attack plus 10, my brother. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll take it back. I'll give over my commentator's card now.
But yeah, I think with that we can probably get into it and see which of these doggos will come out on top. I also want to mention that I think this is one of ChinaTV's first times playing Gregar instead of Balzar, so it's always nice to see players switching between both versions.
All right, here we go. Honestly, I think this is really good hand, especially considering that the grass is starting here. You could go for Element SP and do a massive amount of damage. Wait, double slow gauge? Turn 1? Is that what we want to do here?
Yeah, it's gonna be make the gauge go twice as slow.
So true. I mean, it is a dead chip at this point, right? But you could beast charge it, but you know, it's kind of clogging the hand right now. And you want to see those extra chips. It looks like ChinaTV had the same idea. Nice, excellent, Mark, and dodging the erase. That's some excellent footsies right now. I'll take that trade if you're on a grass panel. I'll take that trade, 100%, every time. Already at 1100, 900-ish HP. Nah, this isn't positive trading right now, my friend.
Yeah, that was definitely that grass field really worked out for me with the Element Man SP draw and also going for the charge cross.
Ooh, finding the bug fix sanctuary here is really, really powerful. And just to show you that last turn is exactly why Greyguard is so sought after. It might not have the fluidity in the hands to choose and make what your hands want to be for comboing, right? But the damage you get from these charge shots is just insane and so valuable. You can't hit from that far away, Symes.
Yeah,
I just... You were what now? You were? Was there actually a plan there?
I think he was scared of the Element Man.
Yeah, I was scared.
Oh, okay.
And we thought Element Man did come.
Oh!
That was really nice.
Raw Muramasa? Oh, nah. Oh,
Yeah. And that suddenly ChinaTV is actually back in the lead, but
if ChinaTV does not cross out, the game is over. The game is literally over. It doesn't matter if you have a spicy Muramasa in neutral. It doesn't matter if you hit one more charge shot before the next turn had ended. None of that will matter. There will only be Colonel Force.
I mean, I don't have the Gundel Soul though.
Uh-oh. True. Okay, you gotta deal with that one. Nice, lock that down, punishing the charge shot. There's a light for a... Gotta deal with that now. Are we gonna chip charge this away though? Whoa, no we're not. Gonna get the damage where we can. That's the significant blow. Only 270 HP left in the repertoire, but Symes is pretty low as well. Barely over 500 here. Now these charge shots are doing massive amounts of damage.
I feel like that Colonel Force is the charge beast timing was like an actual downward boss. Like just the timing of that was beautiful.
For sure. Now we're dealing with the double Magnum here. That will limit ChinaTV's movement, so I kind of agree with this situation. Locking them down to a single roll, getting the extra damage from the Erase Cross as well. No TFC. Interesting. Oh, China, no. Oh! That's not what you want. The last one hit. Yeah, okay. No. We go to game 2.
Yeah,
Symes.
definitely the Magnum and Barrier 200 saved me there.
100%. That was a very good Barrier 200. You were able to clutch that one out, man. That was really intense. But now we're looking at this Element Man SP in hand again. Maybe wanting to fish out that D-Cross. Got this area +1. You can go ahead and move to the frontmost row and hopefully catch your opponent trying to get you with a charge shot. But the ice panels might get in the way of lining this up. So I want to see how well you utilize this chip. Maybe even going for the wood if ChinaTV so decides to go into Elect Cross. But that does not happen. We will see these charge cross exchanges. Oh, this is actually really good for you if you drop this area grab, right? Oh, okay, no. ChinaTV did have the defense that he needed. Too slow on the uptake. Too slow on the uptake again? No. Taking 2 charge shots, gaining nothing from it. Oh, got a charge shot of your own at least. I'll take that. Soul gauge goes up. It was always inevitable since both players playing a combined 4 copies of this one card. All right. I like the Erase Man here. I also really like that Sanctuaries here as well, which is why you pointed over to it. Yeah, I definitely think taking that is a really good call.
Yeah,
but maybe
these ice panels are pretty annoying. But yeah, it's also very tempting to go for the Magnum here.
I like the idea of Magnum. I really think going either way is perfectly fine. Even saving these area grabs and just going for the Magnum is good enough too, because you can blow up that back row, or even one of each is also the right call. I think I like this hand, and I would honestly bring this Tomahawk. just in case he decides that he's safe enough to go into elect and wants some beams. Yeah, okay. ChinaTV not gonna throw away SoulXCross here. Gonna maintain that value he's getting. Meanwhile, value is gonna be given to Symes here. Gonna be able to get a charge shot in the time. Nice.
Ooh, they went for Tengu, man. Maybe expecting me to go for a race.
Want this back row? The back row is confirmed. And now you can safely... Oh, now you can really safely go. Oh, the judgment. But is there an area grab behind that? Will ChinaTV have that? No. Okay. Oh, just barely. Oh, the good read. Oh, the counter hit. Nice follow-up. Ooh, just barely off. Symes a bit on the back foot here after a decent turn for ChinaTV, despite being locked down to the front two most panels. It was those ice panels that really got in the way of Symes getting to line up those charge shots.
Yeah, the ice is definitely was very annoying. So it looks like now I'm gonna finally deal with it with this sanctuary.
You know, that kind of made the Sanctuary player played the turn before a little bit more desirable, right? Because these ice panels really do interrupt a lot of the charge shots that Gregor wants to land. And it kind of conditions you not to camp forward. Finally, we see SoulXCross coming out here. Defensive area grab again. ChinaTV not giving Symes any grounds to get any damage done. Oh, the Muramasa, but half damage though.
Yeah, I actually almost mashed out in time. And yeah, this is pretty rough with no bug fix yet either. And it looks like I only got a couple of charge procs.
Yeah, that's still really good. And they both landed the mark too. That was a quick 100. Even in disadvantage, that's just pretty strong. Yeah, a bit of an awkward hand here, but a ton of recovery. I'm more scared of a possible Sanctuary removal over here. I think we do still have another Element Man in the deck for ChinaTV.
Yeah, that's part of why I didn't want to go into Black here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, they're going for the SoulXCross paralysis on the tank cannons.
Okay, nice. Breaking down those panels is pretty good. This holy panel is probably not going to get a lot of value. No Windrak has to go for the beast out. Gonna need to chip charge a couple of these chips. Bring in both defensive chips in the starting hand or in the very beginning is probably preferable in order to have a little bit of layerway so that we don't just get deleted by something like Colonel Force immediately. But just going all in right now, putting it all or nothing on this invisible right now. Fearing. Oh, it just wasn't.
Oh, no.
No. Oh, no. Wow. ChinaTV is insane for that. Okay, finally getting rid of the life orb, but at what cost? Having to chip charge away Colonel Force of all things to go ahead and deal with that barrier is still profitable, right? But it's not what you need. You still have this life deficit between you and your opponent, and one of your most powerful combos is now gone. So how does Symes adjust to this? Well, it's called good old-fashioned beast charging, and we're gonna see a lot of it. Nice, getting a punish there, locking down. Good trade, good trade. Going for the Magnum here will deny the opportunity for ChinaTV to get more damage. I do like this decision. Could go for a chip charge here, opting not to, trying to preserve these defenses instead. Nice. Barrier 200 is still up. Colonel Force did come out, and he had the defense for it. But now, what is our way to get around this? Going for a cross change into that invisible does seem like a decent out. You do have access to an area grab and a bunch of other chips that you can chip charge possibly for some damage here. I don't. This is a pretty close one. ChinaTV does not even cross out. He found the one space of time that he could get through and punish with the Judgment as well. A book does spawn, the area comes back, he pulls forward somehow! Insane, but won't be able to dodge this in time. Nice, good punish. Go for a second chip charge. Invisible comes out, he only has 233 HP though. That's gotta be it. Yeah, oh man, Symes almost played out of that. That was insane. But here we go, game 3. Unfortunately, Symes wasn't able to get that win despite that behind from the back play that he had to go for. Oh man, that was really tough, but hey, we do have this last game that we can go for and try to clear it out.
Yeah, that was definitely a pretty tough situation. If that first erase tail hadn't missed, then I could have just got a Gundel Force. And instead we both charge tackle each other. Now we
Barrier 200 coming up here into a bubble wrap. I gotta say, I really love this bubble wrap tech. It does cause a lot of disruption for opponents here, especially when you have Buster Bug. In fact, there is no easy way for Symes to go ahead and clear that bubble wrap, so he kind of has to stick to it and deal with it.
There is one way to deal with that.
And it's called going into HonorNite. For those who don't know, if your opponent is bubbled either by this bubble wrap or by something like Bubble Star, a light chip will not only do ×2 damage on that opponent, but it will disperse the bubble permanently, which is why we see HonorNite coming out here for Symes, trying to lock down a charge shot here, waiting for the bubble to blow up. That's exactly what we see here now. The bubble will still be destroyed here, which is exactly what Symes needed. Didn't get the chance to center himself. Will still get the damage though, thanks to the fireball homing in on the opponent's location.
Yeah, but I definitely wanted the D-cross there. Wind will permanently remove the bubble wrap too, but that's kind of a waste compared to using it for life aura.
All right. Pretty defensive hand here, but we do have area control, so I definitely like the idea of going into this, especially since your opponent doesn't have something like Groundman Star or Groundman SB. Nice, Sanctuary comes up here. Nice, good. Maintain the advantage, still able to step up forward. Oh, got the forward movement too. Now this will guarantee. Nice. Oh, the footsies. The footsies are what I live for. Trading off invisibles here. There's going to be a delay into this next round. Thanks to the invisible, no one's going to be taking damage for a little bit unless they have some way of piercing through that intangible state, which Symes does happen to have in the form of Judgment here. So it could be a Judgment or even a Gundel Soul, but I highly doubt Symes would go ahead and pull this chip out. He wants to kind of save that chip for when he draws Colonel Force, right? So you can get that maximum damage output, including a little bit of that Buster from the Graveyard Beast out form as well.
Yeah, I'm sure Q Force will come up soon.
Yeah, it will come up, right, Symes? You always draw your Colonel Force.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see. The problem is it's only the 4th turn and I'm already using my 4th cross.
The paralysis here coming through. Area grab coming down as well into a second. Tank cannon. Nice. I love to trade here. Gotta take some damage in order to deal more damage and a D-cross, right? It takes money to make money, something like that. Oh man, that's huge. Oh, okay. Judgment does not make the mark, but Symes does have access to this invisible. Gonna be interesting to see how ChinaTV plays around that. Maybe Eraseman can come out here. Oh, a beast out right now? Interesting, interesting. There is no more Electros to be feared from ChinaTV's side, so bringing Tomahawk, the Tomahawk Man chip is pretty decent idea here just for some damage. You know, I'm actually really interested in the Tomahawk Man battle chip that you brought in. Why did you take that Mega?
Mostly for Tengu, but also, yeah, it still has value in Gregor matchups for potentially threatening Elec. Although the problem is that Elec will usually camp at the back, which is the side of Tomahawk Man's range. But a lot of the time, Tengu wants to camp forward, which is right in Tomahawk Man's range.
And there it is, Colonel Force coming out for ChinaTV. Wow, the intangibility is gone now.
And yeah, I was trying to hold forward there to get out of the Gundel Soul range, but for some reason it just didn't work.
Is that a forward movement? Did we catch him moving forward? We did! Punish! No! Oh, he did it. He did it in time.
And now this is all of a sudden really close.
I love how both players took turns bustering. Like, what was that just now?
I was scared that they were gonna go for like a ×2 wind rack D-cross on my race.
Fair. It was like P shot, and then you let go, and then China started P shooting, and then he let go, and then you started P shooting again. Yeah, that RPG.
I think we were both just scared.
I like the idea of going Heat Beast here.
Yeah,
I
the problem
don't know.
is that if my Beast runs out, I'll have no more crosses.
Right. Well, are you really that scared of the wind rack, right? I kind of feel like you need this heat cross just in case. But maybe the game will be over. I mean, you have a decent amount of HP coming in, but so does your opponent, right? I don't remember seeing both of ChinaTV's recovered 300s in play just yet. So you got to be thinking about that too, right?
So actually though, since their Q force is gone, the only thing I'm actually really scared of right now is that they still have I'm pretty sure NSP, and also that Muramasa jump scare.
Erasement does make a connection. Interesting choice to go for that, and Muramasa like, okay, good charge. That's good wind rack. Nice, get him a little scared to move around a little bit. Excellent damage, and is that Colonel Force? Oh yeah, no, that's GG, bro. Not going for Colonel Force. Not going for Colonel. Yeah, we do that. No, yeah, we do that. No, there's no reason not to. Yes, sir. No, Symes, don't do that. Don't do that. We don't like that.
Don't do what?
Imagine walking through a haunted house and like they have it set up so there's a Muramasa that comes out like in front of you but out of reach as you walk into a corridor or something.
Terrifying.
Life Force coming down. Colonel Force is in play, but wanting to wait for these panels to recover. It is the smart decision. Just going for it. Wow. Is that how it ends? Oh, Symes, you're throwing. Oh my god.
Wow, and ChinaTV actually stepped that.
What? Symes, what happened? Oh, that was scary. That scared me.
Yeah,
That was scary.
that was pretty scary.
Good guy Symes doing stuff for the content.
Yeah, almost throwing for content.
Oh man. My nerves. I'm like shaking a little bit.
That's what Symes said after the match. Yeah.
Yeah, Soul, if you think that was bad to watch, how do you think it felt to play?
Bro, it's like press the A button, but I don't want to because if I miss, I die. But if I don't do it, I die. I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Well, I also, like, I when they saw I got complacent because I was only scared of the Element Man SP. Like, I was only scared of getting frozen, or like there was the grass panels before. So I was only scared of taking the ×2 Element Man SP because I didn't realize they still had a Judge Man and then could get all the Buster damage after it. So I thought I was a lot safer there than I actually was, and then
but because
ended up
you
almost
waited,
dying.
Right.
Yeah. So being patient, I guess, did barely work out. So yeah, if I had the Gundel Soul interrupted by Judge, that would have been pretty rough. But yeah, I think with that, we move on to Thiago against his #1 fan, which is pretty sad to see.
All right. Yeah, we're looking at the setups, and it looks like we are looking at Cha versus Thiago.
Yeah, Thiago's a big fan, Cha, against the man himself.
Now, I gotta say, I'm particularly excited to see Cha play out this matchup because they're a newer player, I believe.
Is that why?
Yes, they're a newer player and they idolize the player that they're facing against. And that's pretty cool when you see stuff like that, right? People who are watching the streams and enjoying the festivities with us. And then all of a sudden, hey, it's me up there in top 8. Like, that could be you. Whoever's watching this right now, you can be enjoying these matches just as well. And so you should be getting started. But as of right now, looking at Cha's build, he is playing a very, very familiar. My favorite who?
Your favorite Giga.
Oh, you mean Hub Batch? Yeah, Hub Batch is a really powerful battleship that people use in order to install programs into themselves through Hub Batch, of course. It's going to give you that.
Actually, both players have the full set of hats. They have all 3 support programs.
Yeah, they're running very, very identical builds here.
Yeah, it is. They both have Cust 5. Thiago is going to be able to use your favorite Giga Hub Batch to get a full Cust 8. But it could be pretty rough for Cha. They're going to have to rely a lot on being able to keep Charge Cross.
Yeah, the one thing that scares me with Thiago's folder is the lack of that undershirt. However, Hub Batch does give you undershirt. So as long as Thiago can find that chip, he does have access to that program through it. However, you have to find that chip, which usually isn't problematic if you have access to Dustcross. However, again, your opponent does have access to, I believe, one Erase Man and Erase Beast. So some chip charges could clear out that cross if Thiago decides to go for early and if Cha decides to go for early Erase Cross. But not too many other cursor chips in Cha's folder, so it could be something that Thiago can get away with.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we do see this. Cha has to go along with this base since you're not using Q Force, there's really no reason to use any Q code chips. So we see they've got the Sanctuary and Grab Revenge. And also, they've got you don't see this too often, but they've got the Super Chunk Recuv 1000. They've only got the 1300 base HP. But then between that and the Tango, they actually have double that.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see these lower HP builds, especially when you do see the Recover 300s and Recover 200s in the folder. Not necessarily the worst thing for a Gregar player, because you do have access to those fantastic crosses. As long as you have attack max, you're going to be dealing a significant amount of damage. But that is much more reliant on footsies and making sure your charge shots land. And that's also relying on you drawing the recovers at a decent time when you need them, right? Well, that's not too problematic for Chad, though, because most of this folder is designed to be more resource dependent, and in that it's not going to be necessarily damage coming out from his folder. It's going to be looking for, like, okay, I need to be able to move again. I drop Sanctuary. I need to add some extra damage to base. I drop attack plus 30. Okay, I need some more defense. I drop a barrier, or I drop life roar. It's going to be that kind of defensive strategy play while doing or going for these charge shots. And that's kind of the main thing that Cha has going for themselves here. Whereas Thiago, somewhat similar in design, but we have the Muramasa, we have the Magnums, Elect Dragons, the Bubble Star. So we have a lot more chip damage coming out from Thiago's side with L code in order to get the uninstall and go for some pretty cool setups. Now that super armor will be gone from Cha's side as a field too. It's going to be a lot to look out for in this matchup.
Yeah, and I think with that, we can probably get right into it.
All right, not a bad hand. And this is the downside of this build for Thiago as well. You only see the 5 chips here, which means they both only have a certain amount of chips that they can choose from. It's a little better for Thiago because of that Dust Cross, which allows you to take some of the chips in your hand and sort them to the bottom of your deck in any order and draw that many more chips, right? So think of it like scrying and drawing from Magic the Gathering, for instance, if you're a card player of sorts, right? Now, unfortunately, Cha does not have such options, so they're going to be relying on Charge Cross to extend their hand size a little bit more with each passing turn. As you can see now, we have 6 cards in hand. Next turn, if Charge Cross is still in play, we'll see 7 and so on and so forth until 8 chips are selectable or able to be selected for Cha. However, what Cha wants to watch out for is that Bubble Star 2 and a possible Element or Element SP Ice, right? So they're probably going to be avoiding that frontmost row, maybe going to drop down this area grab to make sure Thiago doesn't get one down for themselves, and a little bit more defensive play. Problem is that ice panels are going to deny the opportunity to center.
Oh, and yeah, it looks like Cha was waiting for a TFC to try and get that Element Man SP through, but Beat does take it, although Cha also has their own Beat. The Soul's hated bird.
Yeah, I don't like that bird at all. As a matter of fact, I wish Beat didn't exist, right?
Wow.
I wish it was just Tango and just a good boy, you know? Mega Man doesn't even like Beat like that. Like, let's be real. Of all the animals, we see Rush the most, right? We don't even see Tango. You know, we can delete Tango too. We'll just keep Rush, a good boy. You know what I'm saying?
You know that Rush can also backfire on you, right? If they use Rush to proc Anger and get a free ×2 chip, and you don't have defense for that, Rush can backfire on you too. Beat's the only one actually that can't backfire.
So we see Thiago going for life or getting broken away by the ×2 damage from the charge tackle. That is insane value for Chaw. I don't even think that was on purpose, really. That was a happy accident, but we take those.
Yeah, Thiago got a little bit greedy there. He could have just he was going for the scrap reborn hit. He could have just camped on those null panels and been safe. And I mean Thiago has no way of knowing this, but Jaw has they have a great hand, except that it had really nothing to deal with life aura. But now going ahead with a slow gauge life aura slash cross.
There's a wind rack though, and the uninstall.
Oh, but it seems like Thiago has nothing to go for a Dust Beast charge with. So taking all this damage.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is why you need an answer for SoulXCross. This cannot happen normally. You have to have something.
It's Soul, what was that? What was that? That looked like Tango being a good boy to me.
Actually, cats aren't good boys or good girls. They're not even good. They're just mean all the time. Unfortunately.
I think Soul is capping hard right now.
Wow. Let's be real, right? Let's be real.
I don't know.
Do?
So looking at the chat, it seems like I have the people's support. Anyways, so yeah, Thiago now is look at this hand. This is so funny. The recuv, they could go for all the Z code chips here.
I know. Hold on. I'll have y'all know that cats developed a language specifically for humans to coerce them into doing what they want them to do. It's called purring. Dogs never do that. They are real from jump.
Wow.
It's true.
You know what Rush is actually good for in BN6?
True.
No, I'm saying, you know what Rush is actually good for?
Oh, what's that?
In the shower comp, you buy Rush food, and he makes a path for you. That's all he's good for being stepped.
Wow. I can't believe you just said that.
Yeah, Chaw looking pretty good here in Elect Beast. It seems like Thiago has now lost his Dust Beast expired. It seems like, has he got Hub Badge yet? Oh, but Thiago now popping a fast gauge. And it seems my co-commentator is he's too shocked and astonished.
Ooh, dodging the anti-jam shot's pretty nice. Ooh, still getting the books here too. Very nice. Every guy coming down, that was a nice turn for Thiago. But luckily, Chad does have access to the sanctuary panels here, can get the movement turned right back on, which is probably preferable at this point in time since you're lacking in terms of movement. You don't want to be trapped up behind these two squares. But you also don't want slow gauge to come into play either, right? You don't want to be put into a position where
they used Erase yet. I'm kind of surprised we're not seeing them go for Erase Beast here. But I guess since they only have one beast turn left, they'd rather just save Erase for it later. Which is
chip charging here is interesting. I mean, you could also break Thiago's panels, right? Interesting.
And there is everyone's favorite type of guitar, bass guitar, man.
So true. It definitely sends rifts through the system. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The problem is that they need to push Thiago back here into range. The most cursed thing that we didn't know about is actually how base works in 5, where he's host and client dependent. Because I think in 5, if the client uses base, it will target the whole field, not just the opponent's 3x3.
I mean, let's keep it real, right? Is not a fish a superior animal to a dog, a cat, and a bird? You know what I mean? Like, people buy tanks for it. They set up. We have to put a lot of work into your fish tank and make it look nice. People don't do that for their dogs. They kind of just get the dog and give it like a little thing to sit in. You know what I mean? Like, let's be real. Come on, y'all. Like, fish is best.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, this is pretty rough for Chaw, because they have this judgment and stuff here, but they have nothing to actually force Thiago back. I guess going into
SoulXCross?
They already used that.
Oh yeah, yikes.
Yeah, but they're going for heat here, so maybe they can get bait Thiago into stepping back with that. Thiago is still just staying in a basement here. We are already on turn 11, and that will not protect you. Erasement is also pseudo break because he just is.
It looks like there was no responses here for Thiago. Just gonna have to accept damage here.
Ooh, ground band comes out, but Chaw has the defense for it up still.
Oh, the backward movement preserved the anti-damage.
Wow, yeah, they could cross out here and keep it, but
do they know? I don't think he knows. You gotta cross out, friend. You gotta do it, Chaw. You gotta preserve that anti-damage. Get your value. Get your value, Chaw. No, don't.
I mean, they don't have to. Oh, but best cat. See, could a fish do that?
A fish can win the game.
It actually can. Yeah, we could.
I mean, like, what do you want to do? You want to win, or do you not want to win? Like, you tell me. Like, what are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? You know? Oh, nice. I like this. Nice. No
Okay,
defense. That's game. That's game. Go for P shots. That's game. That's game. Nope, nothing matters anymore. That's game. You got it.
Yeah, with the plus 30 on it too. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. You did good, shot. You did good. Good job. I mean, it was well played from both players. They did it really good.
This honestly, the zoo custom here is pretty fun. I don't know, like, if I've actually, like, it's already rare enough to see one person running the zoo cust with cust 5, so having it in a mirror is definitely pretty hype.
Oh my god, I just thought of something. Cha is the real animal enthusiast. He has the dog, the cat, the bird, and the fish.
But Soul, there's still even more animals in this game.
What other animals in this game?
Well, Thiago in his folder, he's got a starfish. He's also got a dragon. There's also bees.
Hold on, you're winning the argument, so that means I have to deflect this. Now, starting off, we have this many defenses in hand. I'm sorry.
This is, wow. This is
this is the tank. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Oh my gosh.
Oh, for TFC, that could have protected their trap from the Bucks.
Oh, the defense was necessary. Oh man. Oh, okay, you know, nice adjustment. Go ahead and take out that back row, make it a little more difficult for movement here.
I think that anti-damage came out at the end of the turn. So it should be used right away at the start of this next turn, but they had another invis after that anyway, so they're just holding on to it. But that's actually unfortunate. Yeah, that means it will just they can't camp it anymore. It's just gonna come out.
I wonder what Thiago is trying to go for here. It looks like it's going to be a beast out. Anti-damage come up for Chad. Oh, maybe that was uninstalled just now. Nice, nice.
Ooh. I'm kind of surprised. They could have used that at the end to bait Rush, but I guess then they'd have to consider crossing out of charge and dropping from this nice Cust 8 all the way down to Cust 5. Are they gonna...
I was thinking to myself, I would have brought the base and the plus 30 this turn just to do the damage, right? But it would have been rewarded as well, because you don't throw away a hub bash, right? You kind of just accept the damage at that point.
Yeah, but I guess they are scared because Thiago does have that bubble star, so they're camping this life ore. I wonder if now they're just gonna mash it out here. Because when they saw Thiago use hub, they knew they were safe that turn, but this turn he could have it.
Of course, saving base for late game is preferable too. You want to try and get that KO with it.
Double life for and yeah, definitely base being like a big multi-hit is very good at killing through undershirt.
Windback here into attack plus 30 base is pretty good, I ain't gonna lie. But also getting area back and solidifying down a sanctuary is also quite powerful. I don't think either position is wrong here. Saving base for later is always good too, because you can get a KO with the attack plus 30 as long as your opponent is under about 520 HP, I believe it is. It's kind of a tough decision. What is the right decision? No way to interact with this right now? Oh, that's good, that's good. Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Okay, going for the grab revenge finally.
Oh, Rush. This isn't too bad, actually. There's no time to run away, child. You gotta deal with it. Hold on. I like the rhythmic going back and forth with the select button just now towards the music. Was that on purpose? That was pretty nice. Oh man, nice, good TFC. Don't want to lose the Select Beast just yet. Now, do we chip charge this 300? It looks like we are. Nice, nice. Oh, look, I'm chip charging targets. Maybe go into erase here, but you don't want to take a charge shot from Tengu Cross. And you don't know if Thiago does have access to another area grab. I think I counted 2 so far. But at the same time, going for a cross change here does sound really good for damage, but opting not to go for that instead.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting. Are they gonna try and chip charge this?
No.
But I don't know that I agree. Because they
don't know if I agree either.
Their other slow gauge too. Although Thiago doesn't know that, but he can just now use his fast gauges whenever he wants.
He already used the fast gauge, I believe.
Oh, but now he can use his other one and actually. Huh.
Yeah.
I guess this is the struggle with Cust 5, right? You just get like such a clogged hand that you're forced to
do something.
Yeah, even I even have the same issue with Cust 6 already to a lesser extent. So with Cust 5, it's even more rough.
Not recovering when you have the chance to. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a high chance that this could go to a damage judge now. We are already on turn 10 with fast gauge, so they actually are keeping them. And yeah, now once again, Thiago's out of range of this base, but ooh, they do have these SoulXCross, but has Thiago used Ground Man already?
Man, this is tough. Okay, but
yeah, I agree with going heat here. Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
nice ground. Probably expecting a SoulXCross turn to make sure. Oh no!
Wow, that
no!
Back. That's crazy.
Well, at least you can attempt to get your area back.
Yeah, now they can. Ooh, they trapped themselves though. That's bad. They cornered themselves.
Man. Yeah, Slash is safe to go for now.
Yeah, well, Thiago could a big brain play here now that they've cornered themselves. Thiago could go for ground since they've cornered themselves. Oh, going for spout. Okay. So now the question will become, does Thiago have a defense left?
Oh, there it is.
Let's see.
That was 8 hits. That was 8.
Yeah, that was definitely all 8 hits. But actually though, Thiago's like all the way back up at full HP. So like even if that base had landed, that like wouldn't have been even close to enough.
You know, I kind of like going erase to punish the charge shots that are lined up. Oh, okay. Okay, they got out of there. Oh, that's fine too.
I don't think there's really like this should be turn 14, right? Like yeah, there's I think this one's Jover.
Yeah, 1800 life left. Only 100 points away from max. This is looking pretty good for Thea.
Yeah, like
I would beast over. Honestly, it's the final turn. No reason to give away more HP. Yeah, beasting over was definitely the right choice. Don't want to throw away more HP. Plus, it's not even close. Almost approximately 600 difference here. But Cha does have an opportunity to get it back. This is a nice starting hand. You can potentially catch your opponent off guard with SoulXCross, but the likelihood that Thiago goes turn 1 dust is...
Yeah, going Slash is way too scary on the field.
I wish it was possible to break those cubes before Dust had an opportunity to go for their B left, but of course not.
Yeah, the only way is if you do something funny like Rag Dustman V1 asterisk, which it's not bad. Like as it's beat bait, you can also beast charge it, and then on the cube fields it denies dust.
That's true, actually. You know, I haven't ever experimented with something like that.
Yeah,
I think Dust is underrated.
Yeah, at least Dustman Asterisk. It's because objects are like not very common right now.
You know, another really powerful tool that Thiago has been utilizing is this first barrier. You can see how detrimental it has been for Cha, trying to get rid of it in order to get maximum effort out of his damage, right? Look at how much we're doing here just by positioning ourselves well. First barrier is still intact.
Cha isn't bugged, right? So they could very easily have just P-shotted it off, but I mean, Thiago had life aura anyways, so. Oh, and getting all that free value from those cubes. But Cha does actually, they have this reg wind rack. Honestly, I feel like for like they have regged wind rack with Cust 5. You could actually like hold off on using life aura, and then also like to force them to just hold on to that wind rack.
Gonna go ahead and trade up life force here. Gonna take 240. You know, is it worth that damage, right? Do you have a way to get rid of? Oh, fast gauge is not bad. Okay, that's not too bad. Antonevi is up.
I mean, it is deceptive because Cha is already down to 590 HP, but their base HP is so low, like it's very deceptive. Like it seems like they've lost more HP than they have, although they have still lost quite a bit, almost 800.
Yeah, there is that beautiful access to the recover 300s. And of course, there's Tango in the folder too. You know, would it be really sinister right now if Thiago just went for like a Gundel Soul and triggered Tango? And that's how he got rid of Life Aura? That would have been insane. And luckily, that's not something that's possible right now. I do like the base in hand, but these whole panels are definitely scary.
Yeah, especially because we are in fast gauge right now, so those holes will probably last throughout this entire turn.
Barely off on these charge shots. Magnum coming down, gonna go ahead and get rid of the anti-damage. TFCing anti-damage into it. That's a very awkward situation. That's very common for a lot of newer players and older players alike. I still make that mistake every once in a while myself. Definitely something you have to get used to adjusting to, you know? Like, you don't want to be in that situation where you lose out on defenses because you TFC a defense to a trap.
Yeah, that's always very unfortunate.
Although I gotta say, I do still like this hand. A little scary to go to to SoulXCross because of Dust. Gonna go ahead and see Electros instead. At least locking down this area grab would be helpful to maybe help Cha think about going Slash, but oh man, that's not a good feeling. Did you see that hand size? Going from 8 to 5 is definitely crusty, bro. Oh man.
Yep. It's definitely pretty rough. The funniest is I mean, this never really happens, but with number open, you can go way down if you like go into Dust, because oh, that's a good combo. Doggo. Oh, now Rush comes out. Yeah, this is looking pretty rough for Cha right now.
Meanwhile, base is still there. Going for base isn't terrible. Gotta find a way to remove that trap first, though.
Yeah, Looks like just going for this, like these beast turns are so rough with the Cust 5 too, because they have like, they can only
Nothing to
take,
charge?
Yeah.
Yes, dude. I feel that. I don't even know if I like the slow gauge in this turn, right? I kind of like the speed of the fast gauge in this position, but once again, Char's in a position where they're not drawing anything. They're not getting what they need. So I have to make decisions like this in order to see the rest of my folder. There's Tango. It was smart to hold on to this barrier 200, so now once it goes away, we can go right for the 200. Nice, 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 nice. But does Cha have something to punish this intangible state? No. Oh wait, that's not bad actually.
Yeah, yeah, go, like he's in Dust Beast, why not go for the erase? Smack him with one of those tail arrows. Like, okay.
Thiago hasn't been punished yet on this, so I highly doubt a change in cross is gonna happen in this upcoming turn either. If he does though, Thiago's low-key a madman. Like, I don't know. You felt so fine before, what changed? You know what I mean? Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. This is a good time to punish. You gotta chip charge that. Oh! Oh, nice! Chip charging both! Nice.
Oh, but Thiago popping the recovs.
You should be trading your machine gun. 100% you should be trading. Force your opponent to take damage, even if, like, sitting there or taking the feather shots is not worth it, right? At least position yourself to get those extra pits of damage because it always adds up and it always matters.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, considering Thiago's in the lead, I would say any HP trades probably would at least slightly favor him. But ooh, going for Tomahawk here. So Cha going ahead and using this Sanctuary.
Nice, nice. It's a little easier to play the footsies game. Oh, gonna miss that. That's some crucial damage.
No, that's so unfortunate. That made no book spawn. So Thiago actually could step back here and keep the area.
Yeah, this is rough. This is really rough.
Oh, another the haunted house Muramasa jump scare.
Okay, we do still have heat cross. I'm pressing that button. I don't know about you, but I'm pressing heat cross. I can't hit that back row. That's fine. You know what you're in range for at that point? Base.
We've seen the element bands come out from Thiago though. Going into heat could be really scary.
There's nothing to think about for that one. I'm pressing up. I'm getting my heat. That's some good damage on that charge shot too. It's very scary for a thought player.
Yeah, Cha, okay. So they have their element man SP here, which actually will punish this Tomahawk.
Ooh, this will punish. Gonna get rid of that flashing and then drop a nuke?
Oh, yeah, and Thiago had no defense, huh? And suddenly now their HP is looking a lot more even, especially after this Recov 200.
Yep, this is looking pretty good. This is looking pretty good. But Thiago does still have Aqua Cross on deck. I gotta say, I think that's coming out in the next turn. If not this one, at least. Nice TFC.
Oh, and yeah, now he clears the Sank. Now sets grass for this heat cross, which
Nice, missed the mark. Great buffer into this defense here. Excellent. Mash Eleanor. Mash.
Did thankfully only take a 1x damage from that because it had already burned the grass.
Please change your cross. Oh no, it's slash left. You don't want that. Ah, dang, that's rough. Oh, maybe you did. Oh, profit.
Oh, and yeah,
not profit.
locked them into Oh,
Wind back into base. That's it. That's what I like to see. Yes, sir. That's GG. You can't stop this, bro. Yep. I like that. Yep. Mm-hmm.
does
Wind back
Thiago
base.
have any
Nothing.
defense?
Nothing. Take this. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's how we like to cook our boys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. GG's my boy. Yeah, I love to see base. Love to see it. I mean, that was really well played from Thiago. That was a close match. That was that was a really close match. Wow. Oh man. Wow, man. How match is so valuable in terms of what you get out of it, you know?
Yeah, it sure is. But you know
Yeah.
what's more valuable?
What's that, man? What do you think?
Your boy Base.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We love to see this man cooking when you got base in the folder. That's what I'm saying. No bias. No bias. No bias. We are not bias casters. We actually support both players when we are casting or providing commentary over their matches, of course. Save me. Who's coming up next?
I think we might be taking a break next, but yeah, that was actually it for the first round of the bracket.
Yes, that was next is going to be winner semifinal, starting with playerzero versus Ricochet. Okay. Well, with that, I think Soul said he needs a short break. Symes, is this it for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for casting the winners first round, all 4 matches. With that, Symes will be swapping out with Neryth after Soul comes back from his break. So first, I'm gonna go into the bracket screen to talk about where we're at now. So we just saw this play out with Ricochet winning out over HonorNite, playerzero winning out over Salad, Symes winning out over ChinaTV, and Cha winning out over Thiago. That was really close at the time. And with that, we should look like this now. So we are going into the winner semifinals with Ricochet versus playerzero and Symes versus Cha. And yes, Soul is on break right now, so we're just gonna be waiting for him.
Yeah, he needs to get his anti-sword ready for the knives Neryth is gonna throw at him.
So true.
Yeah, but that'll be it for me today. That was a lot of fun. Some of those shenanigans in the last match aside, and yeah.
Thank you so much for being here for the 4 rounds. So see you later, Symes.
Yep. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'm actually free now if you guys are ready to go, but I don't mind waiting the full 5 minutes either. Just gonna take a sip of my water.
It's up to you, Soul.
Hello, Neryth.
Hello, Soul.
How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm glad you're here, I think.
Oh, I didn't actually mute during the break. So,
Yeah, I love Neryth. Yeah.
Wait, no, hold on. That was
Yeah.
intentional, right? That's fine. Yeah.
Yes, of course. I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's get in. Let's hop right in.
Okay.
Don't sound too enthused, man. Like,
We're
relax a
in
little.
for playerzero versus Ricochet.
All right. We have a Balzar versus Balzar mirror here. We have playerzero with the cheater build, which is just any build he runs on the left here. You have Ricochet, who is going to be the poor, very unfortunate victim here. We have playerzero and playerzero's victim. So yeah, this seems like a matchup here.
Playerzero's victim. I'm dying. Honestly, Ricochet played exceptionally well in his first winners round, but I gotta say, the decisive victory over Salad in that first round, and the squabble that they had in the second round as well. Player Zero's looking pretty good and is feeling kind of hot right now. I'm not sure how this will fare out for Ricochet. This is a very experienced player in his own right, of course, and Ricochet is still relatively new to these top tables. I'm gotta say, I'm a little wary of our underdog here.
Yeah, he's definitely the underdog here, despite being a bird, despite just being two birds. Ricochet is still the underdog. I guess you could say the underbird.
The underbird.
Yeah, Player Zero, of course, much feared, much hated in the community for just being able to pull out wins from nothing and just completely destroy anyone in his path using the power of pure luck.
Pure luck. Pure. Mm-hmm.
Pure luck.
Pure luck.
Yep, just luck. Just luck.
Just luck. Only luck. Yeah. And I mean, looking at his folder, it is a lot of valuable, explosive chips here. We have Super Vulcan. We have Near Variable, Muramasa, Meteor Knuckle. These are some really powerful heavy hitters, and Gundel Soul as well. Now, for those who don't recognize or don't understand, Gundel Soul is a tricky battle chip to land, right? However, if you go for Meteor Knuckle, more often than not, especially if your opponent is in a corner, it will trap them in that corner, which allows you for that free Gundel Soul 3 follow-up afterwards. Of course, if you don't get that synergy you want out of those two chips at the same time with a Near Variable as well or anything like that, right? You could always chip charge it for damage as well. So there's so many options and many applications for that Gundel Soul 3 in this folder, and it's very spicy.
Yeah, and we have a bit of a thematic matchup here. Like you mentioned, we've got that Gundel Soul combo with the Meteor Knuckle. We have the power of the sun here with Player Zero. Meanwhile, Ricochet is going to be falling back on the power of darkness through the Summon Blacks. Right, Summon Black 3 and Summon Black 2 in this folder. Going to be drawing
base himself, you know what I'm saying? The Prince of Darkness,
True, very true. But yeah, the power of darkness here, we're going to see if it can turn the tables on Player Zero, and maybe, it would be, I'm definitely going to say Player Zero is the favorite here. We've seen the pure power of just those lucky draws, that sequencing, that, and Player Zero, of course, is a great player. It's just that, of course, none of his wins will ever be legitimate because that's just how it is.
Never be legitimate.
Yeah,
I mean, that is a perfect place to end, actually. I think
What? Yeah. All right, with that, let's move on to the set itself.
Wow.
I mean, is he wrong?
No.
Okay, we're in.
Oh man, this is the worst PZ hand I've ever seen, and it's still amazing. That makes me feel some kind of way. That makes me feel upset.
Yeah, this is definitely the worst hand, the worst PZ hand I've ever seen, and I would be very lucky to get this hand. So
you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. It's just how I feel. Airy grab coming on down. Invis might go ahead and trigger rush here. Probably gonna saving it for that TFC. What a big number that was. Oh my goodness, that was 1/3 of PC's life defended with Invis here. Excellent timing. Not throwing away into any of that rush or anything like that. But that does mean PlayerZero is gonna have to deal with rush sooner or later. But now's not the time, I suppose.
Yeah, and we're seeing a bunch of these Navi chips come up in Player Zero's hand. I don't know if we're going to see an amazing combo here, but probably just some slow and steady gameplay.
Evaseman locking down, gonna go ahead and throw our friend Charlie over. Oh no, just gonna get some buster clogs. That's what you get for not charging your shot. Oh, Player so greedy. Oh, I thought he was going to try to line up with a damage on that. But opting to carry the center row? Watch him get a proc. Okay, no, wow. All right. I guess not yet, huh? What is this hand? What? Already? We're going to see. If he keeps this, we're going to see a beast out. Okay, no. Wow!
Ah, there it is.
Wow! Wow!
What turn is this?
Wow! Turn 3. We're just going into turn 3. It's not even the end of turn 2. Player Zero is a cheater, bro. Look at this hand. It's immaculate, pristine, just perfection. He has the out for the anti-damage trap, the decross, the bug fix. The bug fix.
Don't forget. Don't forget, he's got life aura in the bank there for next turn. Yeah, so now we see all these options.
Okay, gonna throw the Neo variable here. Still has Muramasa in hand, so that's still pretty strong. But now Player Zero's looking at, well, this hand is just so good. Wow. I wish I had hands like these, Neryth. Why can't I have hands like these? He even has the anti-sword here, which can help him defend against sword chips when he decides to go into his favorite cross, which is Tengu cross. If PC tells you any cross isn't his favorite cross, you're capping. Okay, almost got trapped there by Charlie. Erasement SP will whiff here.
Ooh.
All right, this is gonna force a cross change from Ricochet. We might see Tengu cross coming out now, but I don't think Player Zero wants to use this Muramasa. Okay, there's Tengu. Muramasa is in hand. Oh, what a tough decision that Player Zero has to make. Like he feels like he wants to go for it, but opting not to. Gonna go ahead and fast gauge here. Oh, full cut, excuse me. Maybe trying to bait out a beast cross or beast out from Ricochet here. Going Tomahawk cross. Wow. I respect you. That was crazy just now. Wow. I'm actually astonished.
That was a great play from Ricochet, but unfortunately for him, Player Zero did have that full cast, and Player Zero just got to use that turn to force a resource out of Ricochet, and then now is going to be able to react perfectly to it.
You know, I know that threw Player Zero for a loop. Luckily, he had that full cast, but man, seeing your opponent go for something like this is astonishing. It's like, whoa, that's your decision?
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh no!
It's gonna be the forced max hit.
No! He's just a boy. PZ is just a boy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, and the back B at the end too is gonna get rid of this barrier 100.
I talked to Player Zero not too long ago, and he had an epiphany of sorts, right? He told me I used to play 5 area grabs, but then I realized something. I could play 3 area grabs and 2 panel grabs. And I said, PZ, for why do you think panel grab is better? And he said, this situation right here. He plays for this. He plays to do that to people.
I mean,
he's a monster.
He got this idea from Neryth's setup, though.
That's true. That is very true.
Oh, what a perfect block of the that. Wait, is that anti-sword? That's anti-sword. So yeah, that's gonna get 1 hit at least.
Nice situation for Player Zero here. Got both swords in hand, got a wind rack, got pretty much anything you want really in a hand. And a decent chunk of HP to Ricochet playing really from behind here. Not sure how they're gonna be able to combat the situation that they're in right now. It's looking pretty rough. All right, Life War is gonna come out and trade. Okay. Element going for grass, maybe? Right, so there might be a fire chip in hand, maybe. Oh, Windrak!
Oh no! What?
No! But does he get it though? He does not! Oh no! That is not what you wanted to see just now. It's a really good timing from playerzero just now. Very nicely done. Okay, finally, Ricochet relinquishing the idea that he too needs to use Tengu in order to deal with this barrier, but cannot nail the input. Finally gets it at the perfect time. Actually, that was sequenced so well. Ricochet using that last turn and the intangibility from his previous invis to safely go for that B left, and now forces himself out of that cross. Excellent play from Ricochet.
It doesn't seem like it's going to matter, though. Player0 is going to go for the deletion here with the Super Vulcan. Going to hold on to it until the next turn because, you know, there's just not enough time to get it all in. Ooh. Yeah, there it is. It doesn't even need most of the bullets from that Super Vulcan.
It was two of them, literally. Yikes. Nailing down that confirmed via the Tengu breath there. That was really well done. Ricochet having to make some slight adjustments, but how do you adjust for this RNG king? It's impossible, improbable. It's like he's an indomitable force to be reckoned with. playerzero just looking uncanny out there, man.
Yeah, now we are starting out with this rock cube field. Both players going to go into Dust Cross. Let's see who gets it. Ooh, it looks like Ricochet is actually going to get it. Oh.
Click, 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 click.
Ooh, but Lifebar is going to completely block this this element man. We'll see if there's a follow-up to it.
Just for those who are wondering too, playerzero is amazing at mashing. I've never seen anyone mash that fast, right? He actually clicked that button 4 times before that entire sequence, or before that ended up. That was insane.
Yeah, but now look at Ricochet's position here on this field with only 3 panels to stand on. playerzero may be able to just run up and use Erase Man here, just knock this Dust Cross right off of Ricochet.
When Drek will come out, gonna go ahead and blow away.
Oh,
no way.
this is also gonna stop the.
When
Oh no! Oh no! Okay.
That is the most fearsome Charlie I've ever seen in my life. Gets the D-Cross. Will you be able to move in time? Yes. No, he actually got clipped. Element SP in the hand, gonna do a lot of damage. Couldn't do it
missed
before.
it.
Moving though, yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a missed opportunity from PZ there. Missing that double damage from Element SP on grass. Was just trying to fish out Ricochet's defense, probably expecting that there was going to be an anti-damage or an invis there.
And then we see Tengu coming into play. I'm expecting a B left into Geddon to try and lock down the opponent so you can get these charge shots in. However, this is intention on Ricochet going for a Tengu or Beast out of their own, which they don't, unfortunately. Geddon does come into play. Gonna just go for the 480. Barrier can't stop this, King. Wow.
To be honest, I feel like that was a little bit of a misplay from playerzero. Still, of course, an overwhelmingly great situation for him. But if he had done a back B to pull Ricochet into the front row, he could have also had some Tengu racks this turn.
I just want to point out that when PZ stepped down there and he pressed his B button twice, he got 2 shots. So he could have just stayed where he was and got 2 shots. But he would have got punished by Judgment. So But that luck to get 2 shots back to back in a row like that, man, what a guy. What a great player he is.
Bug Fix gonna come in here as well as Full Cost, just to give player 0 the option to get out of a potentially bad situation. Ooh, yeah.
Fast gauge is in play.
Very nice. And player 0 is going to be able to hold us this full cost, potentially bring into the next turn just to see, because the option here would be to see if Ricochet is going to go into a cross or beast. But player 0 may not have been, yeah, just going to throw the full cost, doesn't even need it at this point, wants the offensive momentum here. Summon Black 2, going to get blocked by anti-damage.
Yep.
Ooh.
Ricochet's not doing too bad, but this life lead is just staring right back at him. And then you start to feel a little hopeless over time. Like, man, I can't get anything to land. I can't hit this guy, man. And now we see another get-in coming up again with uninstall behind it just to remove my trap.
Erase-Man.
Whiff. Unfortunate.
Yep. And now Gavin comes in. Ooh, but yeah, no, that's not gonna give Ricochet any options here. I mean, you've got that area grab down, but you know, there's still nothing you can do with it. This is looking rough.
This is about to be gross, dude. I don't want to watch. I don't want to see it.
I'm actually surprised that player 0 didn't go for a different cross. Maybe do a beast charge, try to get rid of that trap.
Nice chip charge, gonna completely whiff. You know, I kind of figured he'd go for something like Tengu if he really wanted to clear that out like that, right? But I guess not.
Yeah, it's a little bit rough. It's now the Super Vulcan. There's not much you can do with it.
You could... Oh, there is no Tengu, that's why. Yeah, I mean, you throw it away at this point. There's no value out of it. But it's not like he's lacking for damage, you know what I mean? Anti-Navi is in hand now, but not much you can do. You know, this is the perfect opportunity for Ricochet to attack, you know? Get as much damage in. There's little defenses on player 0's side, but it's still tough to have that comeback, right? You use a lot of your powerful chips already. How do we close this out? My charge shots aren't landing. Okay, there's the Summon Black. That's a good way to start. Gotta be something that isn't necessarily a mega class chip, right? We don't want to use a Navi chip right now, especially since Ricochet, I mean, they don't know, but they have to have guessed that player 0 is holding on to something by now, but not understanding really what that is yet.
The worst case scenario here for player 0 is that Meteor Knuckle is going to be used to destroy all of these defenses. But no, it's only turn 10. Ricochet has just used Beast. Life Aura comes out. It's going to be dealt with by this Wind Rack. So here's the problem now for Ricochet. It's that when Beast runs out here, player 0 is just going to go for the deletion. And in fact, may be able to do it even before then, but looks like just going to get maximum out here. Ooh, Base Anomaly will connect for full damage.
Nice! That's exactly what we needed to get back into this game! But is it enough, though? Is it enough?
I think if Ricochet manages to get some Cross Beast charges in, but no, not even going to go for it.
Oh, the books will deal with this anti-damage as well. That's not what you want to see right now. Meteor Knuckle coming into play, but not before a Buster Proc makes its mark. Or I can just win. Or I can just win right now. Or I
just
can just
a straight deletion from 6-panel Meteor Knuckle. Just takes Ricochet out.
Honestly, not even Undershirt saved you there because it did the necessary amount of hits. That's
I mean, even if Undershirt did save you, what are you going to do from that position? Like, Ricochet doesn't have recoveries in that folder, doesn't have a way of really toughing it out.
playerzero just decided this is taking too long. He cranked up the cheat engine at the end there.
just dial it up by a 3.
Yeah, playerzero needs those panel grabs in that folder to force the 8-hit Meteor Knuckles to distract people from the fact that he just randomly gets 6-hit Meteor Knuckles on like 6 panels all the time. So it's just to distract us from the fact that he doesn't really need any area at all to do Meteor Knuckle and delete you. So yeah, well played to playerzero and Ricochet. A valiant effort from Ricochet, but ultimately not enough to take down the cheater, the supreme cheater, playerzero.
That being said, who do we have coming up next?
It's going to be Cha versus Symes. Then let me get into the setup.
All right, so we saw the Falzar versus Falzar mirror here. Now we have the Gregar versus Gregar. Cha versus Symes should be an interesting match. Like Symes mentioned earlier on the stream, like you guys were discussing, there is no life aura in there, so that's actually a really big problem, especially when you come into this type of Gregar versus Gregar mirror matchup.
Yeah.
Because like Symes mentioned before as well, this means that Cha can just go for these wind racks to go for a decrossed hit on Symes' erase cross. So that's going to be a big problem. The fact that Cha doesn't have to hold a wind rack anymore to get rid of life aura. These wind racks can just be used offensively. They can just be used as combo setups, although there's not too much to combo with in this type of folder. But one thing you can always do is use it to set up the base, right? Like we saw Cha do that.
Exactly.
Just going wind rack, forcing you into the position where base is going to connect on you. And that's going to be an interesting matchup for sure. I think that's all I have to say about the matchup. Obviously, Cha is running no Giga, that's going to be a problem.
I agree. Not having a Giga in this matchup is definitely bad, but also not having Life Aura is problematic as well. So I wonder if that's going to balance out here for Symes here.
Yeah, I think it's going to be evenly matched because Cha is not running a Giga and Symes isn't running Life Aura. So both players being handicapped a little bit.
Just a little bit. With that being said, I think we're ready for this match. Let's get to it.
Okay, we're in.
All right, nice. Not a bad hand for Cha here. Can definitely mount an offense with SoulXCross if wanted. There are no really heavy-hitting breaking chips in Symes' folder, but trying to go for SoulXCross turn 1 is kind of tough to do.
Yeah, this massive HP difference right off the bat is going to be pretty interesting. Of course, Cha has all of the recovery options here, everything to even it out a bit. Total HP values are actually pretty similar still.
We immediately see Beat coming out to play, taking away a valuable Mega or Giga chip from Symes' side, most likely a Mega because it is turn 1, and it is literally impossible without Shuffle to draw your Giga turn 1. So, I wonder what chip it is that Symes felt confident enough to just go ahead and throw away.
Ooh, taking a bit of an unnecessary charge tackle there. However, looking at this area configuration, that was a great magnum right off the bat from Symes. But
Cha
also,
cannot go to that top row. He has to stay in the center. Yeah, for sure. Oh, very nicely done from Cha. Oh my gosh, that was scary. I'm sorry.
yeah, definitely Cha had the potential to trap themselves in the top there, at which point they would just be taking free charge tackles all turn. But they did recognize that the top row was off limits because of those conveyor panels.
I do love this ground man in position to just wait for the slash cross and deal a significant blow to Symes. We all know it's coming eventually, but we also know that Symes would not simply go into such a powerful cross without having one or two tricks up his sleeves in the form of defense. So I wonder how this next turn is going to play out. Deciding not to bring ground man is interesting. Okay. I guess there was no real reason, but I know that Symes plays Magnus and can try to go for a lock in that way.
Ooh, Judgman is going to whiff. So I'm stepping up to the top.
Players is playing really well defensively until the equilibrium broke. Symes getting a charge tackle in right in the middle as I was about to bring it up. Footsies is a huge part of this game, and it looks different than most typical fighting or traditional card games in general, right? But it is a lot of nuance that goes into your movement and into how you step around your opponent's hitboxes, right? You know that your opponent can hit this range of 3x3, but you also have to hit that same range. So how do you outbox your opponent in this situation is pretty difficult to do.
Yeah, Cha and Symes here both playing pretty well defensively. There haven't been any big hits, any big resources used so far. Symes throwing down those magnums. Ooh, going to slash cross now.
There's ground man. We all knew it was coming. Symes knows if you hold your charge, that's one way to deny these charge tackles from coming out. He definitely has defense. Yeah, he definitely has defense. That was way too much momentum. Yeah.
And now Cha's about to get burned down until Tango comes out here. The recovery, that 100 HP barrier, instantly dealt with by Windrak. Symes is having none of it. Symes wants this match done with and is just gonna go for the deletion ASAP. Cha will probably...
Not after breakfast. Now, bro. He's trying to end it all. I've never seen such an aggressive Windrak in my life.
Yeah, for sure. But Cha is not going to go down that easily. Tango buys them some time, and now we see recovery 300, we see anti-damage, invis, and barrier 200. Life Aura has already been dealt with.
Yeah.
So all of these defensive options coming out for Cha, gonna give Cha a little bit more time, but you backed into a corner here against the slash cross, and now you don't have that ground man SP. It was used to force out that invis from Symes. So now you can't really go for a D-cross against this, so you're just gonna have to take this damage.
Barrier 200 coming out, throwing it away to give him a tomahawk, man. Symes says, I'll take damage, I got so much HP to spare, but I will not let you have this barrier. You're not delaying the inevitable. You're not going to be able to just skim right through this. You're dealing with this damage right now. Oh, should have walked forward, gone for the ice. Don't lock him in with it. Oh, no. Okay, not bad, not bad. Now you don't have to deal with one of Symes' element mans. Oh, good dodge. Still nice. Nice. Okay, this is still pretty good. It's a dangerous situation, but it's not all awful. Windrak is not going to provide the necessary defense you need. But going for a grab revenge, you have to wait, though. You have to wait for those panels that you made broken to replenish, and that's the scary part right now. I definitely did not agree with that element elect there. Should just went for the heat if you wanted to do some damage, but now you have a position where your opponent is locked in with you, but Rush can buy you some very needed time that will maybe let the time they panned out. Go for the grab banish, nice. But the anti-damage, that's okay though, because we do have this wind rack in the hand. Gonna step around and get the whack, nice. Sanctuary into a full custom, we're out of there. Nicely done. Go for the double recover. We're still in this game, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, still 800 HP, going to be pumped back into Cha here through all of these recoveries. And then Cha still has this base as an option here. But, you know, it's going to hurt having to get these recoveries out of the way and then turn to base, essentially, which when it's not going to do enough to knock Symes down, even if it connects, it's only going to do less than half Symes' HP.
There's also that kernel force in the back of the folder for Symes here. There is a Sanctuary in play, so Symes has to have a way to deal with that. Maybe you gotta wait for Element Man SP, trying to bait the opponent to walk forward so he can get a nice, juicy punish, but I don't think that's gonna happen here. Good movement from Symes. Area grab does come down. That's getting scary.
Yeah, I'm feeling a Gundel force coming out soon, and this is just gonna be the end for Cha.
I like the hand to try and combat it though. You can go for Elect Man. Oh, excuse me, not Elect Man. Element Man with the Elect variation to try and break up some of these panels. You are still standing on top of Sanctuary panels as well, so there is definitely a way to defend yourself from an incoming Kernel Force turn, which isn't too bad. But this is Symes we're talking about. Neryth, of course, he's gonna have a way out. He's well trained in this game. He knows what he's doing. He's gonna make a decision to just reverse the situation.
Yeah, I don't think taking these offensive chips was the right move, but we're gonna see how it plays out.
I don't know if I agree with not going for a leg. We're gonna see what happens. Going for the chip charge is too late. It's too late. Going right into the game too.
Like I mentioned, those offensive chips, not going for that double recovery 200, 650 HP is just not enough to keep you alive through a Gundel force. Even on top of those Sanctuary panels, right? Those holy panels, that's not going to save you. So you needed that double recovery 200 just to survive that turn. But Cha decided to go for the damage instead, try to fight back a little bit close to HP gap, but that Gundel force just closed it out. Now we're seeing Charge Cross versus Erase Cross. Symes being very aggressive with this cross usage, just gonna go straight into pretty standard Gregar play here.
Interesting, not TFC in the barrier 200 here, deciding that taking 130 is the least of his concerns. Wanting to preserve this here, barrier 200 instead. Maybe it was the right decision. Oh, good positioning for Symes here.
You can see how aggressive Symes is here, choosing to trade off of the holy panel just to confirm these erase beams, right? Cha, of course, is trading back with that charge tackle off of the holy panel. No, doing full damage because Symes is choosing to step off of the holy panel just to get the confirmed hit. But that's not a great situation for Cha because Symes is just so aggressive here, just saying, I don't need this HP, I just need you to lose your HP, right?
That's true. That's very true. And I have so much HP to spare that I kind of just don't care. I'm gonna get my... Oh, no way. No. Yeah, beast charges. Okay. Oh! Ooh, okay. That was scary. Wow, okay.
Ooh, but you see that? That's just another trade there on top of the holy panel. They're trading these beast charges on each other, and Symes is coming out ahead by a lot.
Yeah, this is not looking good for our friend here. Cha's trying to do something here. This Beast Buster is just not going to cut it. 1700 HP, still sitting strong. Symes is just not going to budge, and he's going to continue to melt this impressive offensive procedure until Cha just gives in or caves.
This is really interesting because Cha's total HP is very high, right?
Yeah.
It's something like 1650, 2250, something like 2,650 total HP if they use all the recoveries, if they get Tango, right? But Symes just doesn't care. Symes is just saying, no matter how much recovery you have, you're losing tempo on those turns where you're having to lock in recovery chips. I'm going to force you into the situation where you can't do any counterplay. You can't play offensively on those turns. You just have to pop those recoveries. But Cha making great use of Elect Beast, the Elect Breath, cracking all these panels, getting this paralysis, destroying the Holy Panel, fighting back very effectively here. But Symes is going to fight back as well. Erase Man comes down with the boost, the plus 30 boost.
Return. Nice! Excellent! Symes able to regain movement as if nothing happened to begin with.
This is very tough. This is a very, very tough situation here for Cha. They have double invis, they have anti-damage. This is a lot of defense, but there's no recoveries in hand, and Cha is down to 346 HP, and Symes is an Erase Beast, so those invis are not going to protect Cha. This is not good.
The only way this would have worked is if you led with defenses, right? And maybe try to chip charge and break up as many panels on your opponent's side as possible. But now we're in a situation where... Okay, you gotta break up panels. But Symes is not gonna just let... okay, no, it's just over. I understand, Symes. I get it. I apologize, bro. You got it, bro.
Yeah, definitely a great effort from Cha. Some good play, but Symes was just relentless. That was an absolutely fearsome showing from Symes, just showing us how Gregor has played, right? That pure aggression, making use of your offensive crosses, making use of your beast, getting that maximum value, trading so aggressively, not afraid of taking 200, 300 damage to do 500 damage back, just not afraid of anything. And it's really interesting to me because that is a bit of a weakness with this type of build, right? Because you have recovery 200 and recovery 300, but the way it works out is that a lot of the times on those turns where you're in a situation where you've got to use the recovery 200s, you're not able to do that much else, right? And so that's just, even though your total HP is high, your offensive options on those turns and what you can accomplish on those turns is limited by the fact that you have to lock in Z code or you have to lock in J code, right?
Absolutely. And once again, it's just a key, a note for Symes, man. He's just proving time and time again that he got that dog in him, bro. Even with his HP, bro, he ended on the mark of the beast, man. My man's a savage. He came out here to play, man, and it showed in his play.
Yeah, and I mean, even though their total HP values were actually very close, right? Yeah. If Cha pops all of the recoveries, gets Tango, Cha's total HP is actually very close to Symes. Symes has 2,800. Cha basically has like 2,650, something like that. So it actually is just a very small HP difference in total. But it didn't feel like it because Symes was just making all of those hits connect, getting all that damage in, and Cha was stuck on the back foot, fighting back very effectively on some turns, making great use of some crosses and cross beast combinations, but still not able to put out the same level of damage, the same level of pressure that Symes was able to, just because Symes was not worried about getting knocked down. Just having 2,200 HP right off the bat gave Symes that ability to just step forward, just go for the offensive play.
Man, that was a tough match, but it's still amazing to see two newer players make it to semis. You know what I mean? So not for nothing. Excellent work for Cha. Excellent game for both players. But it is time to move onward. And up next, we have
the winners finals. with player 0 versus Symes. But before then, I want to go into the bracket screen so we know what that looks like. So we just saw the winners semifinals play out, which means we're moving up to the winners finals now with player 0 versus Symes. Player 0 wasn't here for I think the last few months, so he was missing from the last Blood Moon, but he's here with his full cheats on now. So let's see if Symes is able to stop the menace.
There's not much to say that we haven't already seen. Honestly, these builds are immaculate, except for the fact that Symes does not have life aura. And you know what? I think that is not the handicap you want for this kind of matchup. Player 0 is going to notice, and he will take absolute advantage of that. There is so much damage in this folder that we've seen come out from player 0's end, and it's been relentless. But we did just see Symes play just as relentlessly. Maybe it won't matter. Maybe it won't be something that comes up. Oh, it looks like in chat, Player was saying that he didn't know Symes didn't have aura until after the match. In fact, okay, actually, if I recall seeing something in tournament chat from a few days ago, Player said something like they were holding on to a windbreak the entire time, waiting for a life aura, but it never showed, which is quite funny now that I think about it.
Let's get real here, Soul. Do you think it matters to player 0?
Oh God, no! Heck, no!
Yeah. Do you think it matters to player 0? It doesn't matter whether you're running air shots and cannons in your folder, or you're running life aura, sanctuary, kernel force. It doesn't matter to player 0. That doesn't affect the outcome of the game when you're facing player 0. The only thing that matters when you're facing player 0 is whether or not his cheat engine is calibrated. Whether or not it's operating at full efficiency, because if he cranks it up and it is functioning, then we saw what happened to Salad in that first match. We saw some very amazing draws from player 0 into just completely brutal chip usage, just a brutal amount of damage coming out. Player 0 just completely relentless there. And there's nothing that can save you from that if player 0 zeros you. So we'll see if Symes can come out ahead. I do agree that that life aura, that's not a problem you want in your folder.
Yeah,
that's not a problem that you want for yourself when you're in this kind of matchup between two veterans, player 0 and Symes, the two of these players who are honestly at the top, have been at the top or near the top of the scene for a long time, right? And it's going to come down to the wire here. I'm interested in seeing how it plays out. The fact that it's Falzar versus Gregar here just makes it that much more exciting. And also with Meteor Knuckle versus Kernel Force, we see these perfected, I don't want to say perfected, but these highly sharpened, highly honed tools of destruction here in the form of these two folders that these two veterans are playing. It's going to be an exciting match.
This is truly going to be an exciting match, and I am more than hyped to see how it plays out. Battle routine set.
Battle routine set.
No. No.
Battle routine set.
Execute.
Battle routine execute.
Salad, please help, please. Just roll it.
Salad can't save you from this.
No! Where is Salad? No, Salad, please. No. No.
All right. One last thing while Salad is. Oh, I think Salad's returning.
Save me, Salad. Please save me, 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 save me. Salad?
I lied.
Why does this happen to me? I've made my mistakes.
I love you, Soul.
I hate you. Don't talk to me. Or my son ever again.
All right. With that, I think we are actually ready to head in.
Okay, sorry about that. I had to step away for a moment. That was really unfortunate timing, but I'm here now. Okay, and with that, let's get into the final match. 1 second.
All right, looks like we do have ourselves a double VOD. And this is going to be quite an exciting match. So we do get to see the perspective of both players. However, looking at player zero's side, already taking advantage of the fact that Symes is one, not only playing Gregar, but two, has a limited hand size to combat against the options that he's brought. He's going to try and roll lock with Tengu and just charge his shot. He's gonna do it. Symes is leading, however, with a oh no, he's not leading with the area grab. Symes, please bring it. Please bring it. You don't know what kind of danger you're in. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right, going Electros here is actually not a terrible decision, but I gotta say, I don't know if it's gonna pay very well for Symes here. Life Orb does come up.
Area perhaps nullifying here. And
Head in, not in the position that you want it in though.
yeah, player zero.
Wow, wow, wow.
That's
Wow.
That is strictly illegal.
Wow. Can you get 2 more? 3 more? Come on, show me another one. Show me another one.
That is strictly
Wow.
illegal. Okay.
Wow, he got 250 damage for that. That was basically
So-
2 charge shots.
So you see, a good player needs to execute the back B there into the
Correct.
get-in in
Mhm.
order to lock your opponent for the Tengu lock, right? Player zero, on the other hand, just get-ins you, doesn't care, and then
Doesn't
just gets a billion Buster Jam procs on you in the face while you can't do anything.
And you know what's crazy about it? Does he feel bad about it? No. This is my strategy. I have to win. Like, I don't know about you, but I'm trying. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, Symes, I'm sorry. This cannot and will not save you.
Oh no.
Oh, Symes, you fool. You were already trapped in the web the moment you started the match. Good movement,
Very nice
good movement.
movement.
Good movement, okay. It ain't over, okay. Got some
Oh.
damage in, okay. Fight back. Fight back, okay. Let's go, Symes. Okay, Symes, hold on. I'm liking this. He said, hold up. You ain't gonna corner me, my boy. I got 3 panels. I'm gonna finna work this. Oh, man.
Oh no, look at this. Look at this.
Oh, man.
Meteor Knuckle. Player zero has this aggressive, very effective area right here for this Meteor Knuckle. And player zero might be predicting that Symes will go into slash to force Tenku back. I don't think Symes will take the bait though.
No, Symes is a decent player. He
Oh,
knows
no. Oh no.
Oh, no.
Symes,
Symes is
remember that you're playing against player zero. No.
Symes. Okay, he pressed
He
me.
canceled it.
He
He
pressed
canceled
me.
it.
He pressed me. He canceled. Everything's okay. Neryth, we're okay. We're okay.
Oh, this is so scary. This is so scary.
Brother, we're fine. We're fine. He's making healthy decisions right now. It's okay. Sanctuary's not one of those healthy decisions. I'm gonna tell you right now because that Meteor Knuckle just doesn't care. But this damage is racking up, and I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Nice. Element coming out. Oh no.
Oh no. Freeze into a rack.
Sanctuary comes down now. 2, 3, 4, 5.
That was 6 hits.
Oh, step forward at the wrong time. Defending. Defending the anti-damage. Can't get it, man.
Yeah, not even able to pop the anti-damage. Symes down to 580 HP.
No, he did not just end the turn with the Buster proc. As my man was just trying to step back. Disrespectful, I tell you. Disrespectful, but you know what can be crazy though?
One thing to keep your eye on is the fact that playerzero is having that custom bug start to kick in, and playerzero is losing that one chip slot there. But this might not matter if playerzero can just close it out right on this turn.
Honestly, we just saw playerzero not bringing that win rack because he's thinking life orb. Okay, I gotta have the out for life orb. I can't lose that, right? So that's why he didn't take that chip. But if he knew, did not. Oh man, just barely. Muramasa looking kind of sketchy right now. Oh. Wait for your opportunity. Excellent. He never cared, but he will in a second. Oh, the counter! You gotta do it. Nice. Go in there. Get the D-cross. Nice.
There's the bug fix for playerzero. It's going to clear this up, give playerzero those custom slots right back. Symes doesn't have too much to play offensively here, waiting for that Gundel Force, the Kernel Force, the missing piece there. And it is just so difficult for Symes to play out of this position. Half of playerzero's HP. The gap could be closed very easily with that Gundel Force, but just not having it on this turn.
I gotta shout out. I just gotta shout out playerzero's deck building here. I know he said that this was a random assortment of chips that he was just testing out, but you gotta respect all the variants he has here, man. The full cust after a neo variable just to get the momentum pushed forward. Bro, he even had the he took a page out of your book, taking anti-sword to defend against SoulXCross and profited out of it for 300 damage. Like, this build is actually insane. There's so much here packed for just any situation.
Yeah, it was only 150 because Symes did manage to take it on the Sanctuary. But 150 damage on Sanctuary, that's crazy, you know, if you think about that damage output.
Yeah.
That's more than most SP navies will do. Right? Because like a Blastman SP is only going to do 125 on the panel.
Okay, Dustcross has made its appearance in the round. Gonna try and scare Symes into a situation where he loses his barrier. Not gonna trade here because you will lose it, but the barrier will disappear after the Buster collision and the wind rack. And now suddenly Symes is looking at the end of his short life here. Trying to do some damage, but no chips in hand. One proc would definitely seal up the game before the end, and there it is. There's just nothing to say. There's just nothing to say about what just happened. Cust 6 just is not it, yo. Like, it's only one more chip, you think, right? But when you're dealing with somebody like playerzero, you want options. Let's look at the history, right? When HonorNite makes it to the semis and finals rounds and fights playerzero, he usually has a decent shot and does very well. He has Cust 7. He has Bug Riser Sword. He has these options that are just naturally suited against playerzero's typical playstyle.
Oh no.
No, that's not what you want to see at all. That's not what you want to see at all. Element is gonna help though.
Yeah, perfect timing here. Symes is gonna get the punish.
Now he's
still gonna be locked in.
Oh, the mind game. That's one less charge shot, but now you're in a worse situation. This is not where you want to be. This is not where you want to be. Oh, man. Are those knuckles? And oh my goodness, what is this hand? He has no defense. He's going slash. No, Symes. Symes, no. No, you don't have defense. Thank you. You can't. It's too risky. It's too risky, man. This is a lot of damage, Neryth. He actually has nothing.
Yeah, I want to say this is just... There's no way out of this situation, right?
There's nothing. He doesn't have anything.
This is just going to be a brutal turn. I don't know. Maybe there's something Symes can do here, but... Yeah, I don't know. Going to erase is just going to give you a D-cross hit right off the bat here.
What? Did not just style on mans like that, bro. 5 hits.
Oh my. playerzero just pulled Symes out of the corner to do that meteor knuckle just so that he could get these wind racks afterwards.
Nice, good procs. Go for your wind rack. Good counter hit.
Oh.
Don't walk forward. It's bait. Symes is bait. Don't walk forward. There you go. Oh, he tried to pull him. I'm upset. Yo, he tried. Symes, get over here, bro.
Playing out of his mind here, retaliating so effectively.
Crazy? I know what playerzero just thought to himself. Oh, I didn't get it. I'll just have to try to get it again. Okay. Calm. No nerves. No nerves at all. Meanwhile, I know Symes is sweating. I know he's sweating. I know he's trying to big brain his eyes out, bro. I don't know. But playerzero, no reaction, just playing the game. Oh my gosh, dude. I would be spending some time in here too. I don't know what to do. But beast charging definitely seems like a way to go, but your opponent just also went into the beast out option.
I honestly don't know if these beast charges are going to be... Yeah, Symes reconsiders, doesn't want to use the Gundel Soul of the Gundel Force combo onto the beast charges, which I think is... I think Symes is thinking about this the correct way, right? You still want to have the Gundel Force to finish playerzero off. So looking at these other options, looking at what else can be beast charged.
Honestly, do like the HonorNite. Oh, because he doesn't know what's coming next. No, Symes.
No, Symes is just going all in on it.
It's over. playerzero doesn't care about HP. He doesn't care. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit, yo. Just, I'm going. This is a best of 5 set. So, that does mean Symes does have a chance to reverse 3-0 here. He has to just take one. Right now, playerzero is in the lead 2-0.
Yeah, I mean, Symes, like you said, Symes can do a reverse sweep here, go 3-2 in the set, but man, that's going to be difficult for Symes here.
Mentally, oh man, that's not how you wanted to start off this game.
Yeah, Symes gambled and Symes lost right there. Going to /cross, probably figuring that maybe playerzero would go into Tengu and do some offensive plays again. This time playerzero switches it up, just goes into does cross, right? And as a result, Symes loses out on /cross, loses out on that offensive cross option right there.
On one hand, it's a blessing in disguise, right? Now you don't have to worry about the mind game of going into slash and your opponent having meteor knuckle in the back of their head. What did I just see? What did I just see on playerzero's side, bro? Oh, Nah, bro. You don't. Symes, man. I'm dying right now, bro.
Yeah,
I am
Player Zero. Player Zero is taking this one seriously, cranking the cheat engine up to max.
Oh, how, bro? Tell me how.
Bug fix, and here comes. Oh no, it's confirmed. Yeah, there's no way out of this.
Dare you? Dare you? He busted him.
Player Zero.
man.
Player
Oh,
Zero's
man.
not even going for the. Okay, there it is. There it is. The Erase Man.
Wow. Wow. Ooh, that was good movement. Ooh, that was kind of hot. I ain't gonna lie to you, Symes. It didn't work out, but you mixed me. I promise you did. You crossed me up hard. I took that hit.
So here's the thing: both of these players have Buster Bug, right? Player Zero has maximum level Buster Bug. I believe Symes also does. Yeah, I believe Symes also has max Buster Bug here, but these busters are just built different. You know, Player Zero's is infused with the power of luck, and Symes, unfortunately, just
It's
a normal
not.
buster.
Just
Yeah,
a
it's just
normal
a standard issue buster here.
Oh no. Okay, yeah, that's good. That's good. We got some defenses. It's a slow gauge turn.
Ooh,
You
this
did
is
this to yourself.
this is good. Sanctuary is gonna
Oh, nice. Nice.
let
Bug
Symes
fix
get
as
out of
well.
this. But even so, you don't have super armor, so if one hit connects, there it is.
Wow. Wow, that was perfectly timed to. Oh my god. Oh my. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What turn was that?
Oh,
and
no.
no.
Now, Player Zero is just gonna lock in this damage with the Balzar Feathers, and at the same time, taking advantage of these holy panels that Symes generated.
If he goes into Element Man Ice and goes into Spout Cross just to disrespect my man, I'm leaving.
You know
I'm
what?
doing it. Okay.
You know what's really truly painful here in this
What's
matchup?
up?
Symes took Tomahawk to deal with Tengu, and
Where is
hasn't.
it?
Where is it?
Where is
Where's the Tomahawk, man? Because it's true, it is a good counter to this type of usage of Tengu Cross. Symes hasn't been able to use it that way to fight back against Tengu Cross this entire set.
Wow. Wow.
And look at Symes' draws. Here's the problem now. You've
Oh
got
my
Kernel Force with
gosh.
no area. Kernel Force with no area. None of the combo pieces you need with it, right? You don't have the Grab Revenge. You don't have the Gundam Soul.
And then look at Player Zero's hand.
Look at Player
Got
Zero.
everything, bro. Everything you could have wanted and more. He's gonna tip charge for crying. And right when Symes gets the out, it doesn't even matter anymore. It doesn't even matter anymore. You're in the corner and you can't escape it.
That's
1,
it.
2, 3,
8
4, 5,
hits.
6.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right then.
Yeah, I think Symes out F4
Wow.
after that set. But to be honest,
I can't even blame
Yeah.
Symes for that one. That's
I mean, of course, I would
Wow.
never actually do it, but I was feeling that way in my round one with Player Zero because I was just kind of like, I'm sorry, I thought I was getting matched up for a game. What is this?
yeah. I too. I would just let it play out. I don't alt F4 out of any sets. It's a little bit BM, but I do understand Symes. I understand that was
Yeah, that's pretty rough for stream too. It's just what's this happening? Okay, I guess we're done now.
I'm just going to say this, right? There was a point in time when I was still doing security that I would come home on Sunday morning and I would hit up chat and be like, who's up to play? And lo and behold, Player Zero. Hey, I'll play a couple of matches. We would play set after set after set on Sundays of me just getting destroyed in the same manner over and over. And he doesn't miss, bro. He does not miss. You have to play crazy every game, bro, just to have a chance versus playerzero. You do not understand until you actually get in a set with this man. It is different. It is so different to any other player I've ever played, bro. I don't know how to talk about it or explain it otherwise, but that man's built different. He is him, bro. He is him. It's crazy. I understand Symes' frustration in that one moment, bro. I really do. That being said, good game to both players. You guys both played as best as you possibly could. It was a rough matchup for Symes, but
yeah, well played to playerzero and Symes. One of them deserves to win.
Wow.
And that was yeah, I mean, yeah, one of them deserved to win. Well, I don't know. I have some feelings about playing against playerzero. playerzero, of course, we're joking about it on stream all the time.
All the time.
Right? And we're like, oh, playerzero he's pure luck. He's just, look how lucky this man is.
Wait, hold on. We're joking about it?
Oh, I mean, yes.
Okay, we're not joking about that part. This person is built out of pure luck. This person, if playerzero played the lottery, that would just be it, right? But that's how it is. The playerzero, of course, is just an amazing player on top of this luck, right?
Yes.
It's just so good at the game on top of being this lucky, and that's why when you play against him, you have to be playing at the top of your game. You should be playing out of your mind just to have a chance to be on an even footing with him.
Yes, bro.
Because you're always going to have that disadvantage, right? The universe is always going to be favoring PZ, right? The current of luck, the flow of fortune is always on playerzero's side. So to beat him, you basically have to pray that this is that 1 out of 100, 1 out of 1,000 times. For playerzero is cursed with average luck, right? With mortal luck. And then you have to be playing better than him in that 1 out of 1,000 chance.
I promise you, bro. PZ is chilling the whole time, bro. I've watched his streams. We've been in call together as we've played, bro. No frustration. Oh man, that was pretty nice. Okay, I think I can go for this here. That might work out. All right, it didn't work out. Oh, okay. On to the next set. Like, he's just chill. You can't even frustrate him, and I think that's key. Like, frustration is a huge part of this game, or any fighting game, or any game of a competitive nature, right? Getting under your opponent's skin and making them change how they play sometimes is a valid strategy. That doesn't work with playerzero. He's doing that to you.
Here's the thing, Soul. Here's the thing, Soul.
Uh-huh.
That's a virtue, right? That kind of having that kind of attitude, that temperament, right? that resilience, that's a virtue, right? That's a virtue he can afford to have.
Oh, man.
Because everything is going his way most of the time. So he can afford to be chill, and he doesn't have to worry because he knows that, this set, maybe he misplayed a little bit. Maybe he got he only got good luck, not great luck this set. His opponent played out of their minds. They take this one round off of him. They take this. Maybe they take that. He knows that next match,
match,
he's gonna have uninstall, bug fix, machine gun, life aura, turn 1 or turn 2.
What was his record for the round robin? It was like 21 out of 22.
I don't know, and I wouldn't.
No, I think he lost. I think he lost like 3. I was one of the ones.
Okay,
that won,
all right, well,
obviously. But like, that's the thing, right? Why would you sweat when you can always casually crank up the cheat engine in the middle of the turn too?
yeah.
But like, this is why we need Soup back, because playerzero was actually a bit distraught playing at Soup because
That's true.
According to other net battlers that were interviewed after their match with Soup, they felt like Soup was also playing very greedy and getting away with it most of the time. And so playerzero really met his own match with Soup. And he just could not surmount that in that one Blood Moon. He just lost to Soup in both the grand finals and also in the reset.
And we also have to talk about HonorNite too. HonorNite did come out with 2 chips over playerzero in grands. That was fire, bro. That's not easy to do. And he did it with Bug Visor Sword, bro. Like, come on. Give him his props.
Yeah, that. My condolences, Symes. You put in a good effort. You tried your best there, but it's playerzero. What can you expect?
What can you expect, bro?
Unfortunately, this does mean that playerzero is one step closer to accomplishing his goal of winning this Blood Moon and then devouring the sun. And of course, once playerzero consumes our solar system's sun, he will be taking his leave and using it as fuel to proceed to his next destination, some other solar system out there.
Hold on a second. Didn't he miss like the last 2 Blood Moons?
Huh? What?
Didn't playerzero miss like the last 2 Blood Moons?
Yeah, I think so.
Did he sign up for any new moons? I don't particularly remember him signing up for new moons either.
No, I don't think so.
Interesting. So this man took a 2-month siesta. And came back doing this. I'm perplexed, bro. I'm perplexed.
Yeah, that's playerzero for you. But yeah, it's not all doom and gloom though. If playerzero does manage to take this Blood Moon and consumes our sun, and then flies off into outer space, leaves the solar system, proceeds to his next target, at the very least, we will finally be free of playerzero. We will, of course, also all perish in the cold darkness of space with no sun to sustain life on this planet. But at the same time, we will finally be free of him. So, there's a silver lining to every storm cloud.
No doom and gloom, he says.
No doom and gloom.
Apocalypse. Like my face went, bro.
Well played to playerzero and Symes. That was a set, and that does mean playerzero takes one step forward up to the Dark Throne. playerzero, of course, is one step closer, winning winners finals here, sending Symes down into the abyss.
I don't like him, bro. He just came in chat and said GG's. That's all you have to say. Oh, man. That's all you got to say, bro. That's it.
Yeah, but yeah, now, of course, next week, I believe we will be showing the losers side. We will be showing the conflict in the abyss of losers bracket, or if you want to call it the win harder bracket. We'll see who emerges from the darkness as our underdog or underbird to challenge playerzero one last time for the throne.
I hate him so much.
GG's.
Yeah, after Ricochet got deleted by that 6-hit Knuckles and 6 panels or whatever, playerzero was just like, oh yeah, that was nice, lol.
Troll face.
He's not human. He is definitely some sort of dark alien cosmic entity.
He can't even fake the empathy, to feel bad.
He has no name. He's simply it, bro.
He has a name that we cannot pronounce. His name is in some dark alien tongue from a dead civilization that he destroyed, out in outer space, and now he's come to claim another victim. to claim the human race as his next victim. And yeah.
All right, with that, I want to go into the bracket screen now. And yeah, as we talked about, and now it looks like this. Unfortunately, Symes was not able to get through all the cheats. And with that, we're going to be going to the losers bracket next week. So Chow will be waiting for the result of HonorNite versus Salad. Symes keeps saying this is a really, really cursed losers first round. I don't know what he's talking about. Ricochet is going to be waiting for the results of ChinaTV versus Thiago. And Symes is waiting all the way at the top in losers finals to see if he can get another chance against playerzero. Honestly, I'm rooting for everyone other than playerzero, so good luck everybody else.
Crazy.
Totally understandable.
I'm rooting for Salad. I want Salad to win.
I'm rooting for Salad, but honestly, any of these players could be our hero to rise up against playerzero and topple him.
True.
And I'm rooting for everyone here. Whoever has what it takes to take playerzero down and prevent the destruction of our solar system for just another brief period. Best of luck to our net battlers here.
Well, I lost against HonorNite.
Together just to finish that sentence.
I lost against HonorNite and Symes in the top cut, or in the... Wait, how long was I muted for? Okay, anyways. I lost against HonorNite and Symes in the round robin, the 0-2 both times, but I also didn't remember how to shield at the time, so I'm not sure how that's going to go out. It's a really difficult matchup, but the funny thing is both players after they 2-0'd me, right afterwards was just like, oh man, that's such a hard matchup, I hate this matchup. So I guess it goes both ways. Okay, with that, we are ready to go into credits, unless you have anything else to say about the brackets, though?
No, I think we're good. Let's go.
Okay. So I think we did get at least one Ko-Fi donation last week, or up until now, but I think I want to compile everything for the final Blood Moon stream next week. And hopefully we have the Ko-Fi update finally for there. So thank you to our participants for playing out the top cut and submitting all of their matches. Thank you to HonorNite Symes. And a little bit playerzero, but I refuse to listen here, for adding in the scores for top cut. Thank you to Soul, Neryth, and Symes for casting. I gotta add in Symes here. Okay. Yeah, thank you everyone for watching and being in the community as well. And with that, bye!